Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody out there? Chills, Chris, Chris K, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Martin, and Big Pine, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Ryan, Gaz, Bob, Jim, Big Jim, Big Jim, everybody. Right, listen, I'm just going to play the intro. I've got to go to the shops quickly. I've just got to get ready, and I've got to buy some tobacco. I've just run out of tobacco, so I'll literally be about 10 minutes. I'll just let these tunes play. But I'm going to take that out because I'm not sure. No, I'm safe there. Yeah, I'll come back and explain it in a minute. Well, the thing is, right, look, I'll just go for it just very quickly. Roger said I trolled his chat and he got PJ to ban me. Now, Roger, when I presented your lies that you was blatantly lying to me and other people, actually, I presented evidence of that. I showed you that you hid me and I was hidden. And, you lied about it, right? Now, if I trolled your chat, Roger, show the evidence. You've got it on a live, right? You've got me trolling, spamming, and trolling all your people in the chat. That's bullshit, because I never troll in people's chat, Roger. I called you out for a specific reason, Roger. For simping for Vicky. That's why you got PJ to come in and ban me. Why couldn't you do it yourself, Roger? Why did you get PJ to do it? So show the evidence, Roger. Show the evidence of me trolling in your chat. Another blatant lie. I don't troll. I might have a bit of banter with people in the chat and have a little a bit of a laugh. That'd be it. I don't troll people's chats. Everyone knows that. Ask Iron Realm if I troll his chat. Ask anyone if I troll. I don't troll chats. It's just blatant lies. Roger can't remember his fucking ass from his elbow. He honestly, he can't. I don't know if there's something up with this guy. You know, is he a drunk or something? Or I don't know. But Roger, you are blatantly lying on me. You said I trolled. That's an absolute lie. And if it is true, show everyone the evidence of me doing this trolling in your chat, Roger. Because it's a lie. I called you out on Vicky. You didn't like it. You simped for Vicky, the toxic Vicky. You did that, Roger, not me. You tried to get other people that wasn't involved in it, had nothing to do with it, that actually got timed out on that day. You tried to get him to come in and apologise for Vicky's behaviour. And I called you out for it. And that's trolling, is it, Roger? You need to show evidence of me trolling in your chat, Roger, or I'm just going to carry on. Exactly. Why did you get PJ? Why did you get PJ to do it? Why couldn't you do it yourself? Because I called out Vicky, his woman, right? At the time, his woman, his girlfriend. You know the reason, Roger, so stop lying again. I exposed Vicky. Roger Simp didn't like it, so he got PJ, the boyfriend, to ban me, hide me from the chat. That's incredible. You got zero evidence, Roger. Zero evidence. Show it. If you've got the evidence, don't just say it like a drunken bum. Don't just say it. Show the evidence. I showed everyone your lies. You can't do the same, Roger, because you're lying through your fucking teeth again. Ask anyone in the chat if I troll people's chats. That's bullshit, Roger. Absolute lies coming from this guy. Right, listen, I'm gonna be gone a sec. I've got to go to the shop. But that's what it's basically about. Roger lying again on me, telling lies. He didn't like it that I called out Vicky. This is what all this is really about. And he's sitting there simping and fucking talking bullshit, saying that I trolled his chat. There's no evidence of me trolling the chat. I've banter with people in the chat. People have a laugh. We have a laugh. That was it. There's no trolling. There's no me spamming and trolling people in your chat. Absolute lies, Roger. you need to get your shit together, Roger, quickly, because this ain't looking good for you. This really isn't looking good for you. Right, I'll be back soon.
Controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
Welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, it's part of the show. Didn't they teach you to reach for the stars while opening up the bars and keeping you chained down with mortgage bills and cars? Vaccines for your arms, kids sounding like supercharged, caffeinated hate-filled scars and rage-quit repertoires. No answers for yards, caught up in emotion that's not even yours. Imposter truths like impeccable retards, lined up for your serving of gish galloping wars. No remedy can save the lost, in love with the yarn. I'm tired of walking into refracted shards, poor science displayed by disgusting bards. Soaked in sin with your dupe is delight and a new hand of cards. Been so long, seems like for love I'm just too hard, I'm just too hard. I said, welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know. Intoxicated 8 makes you believe you're spinning in space while you have no shame or grace. It's a disdainful state I used to contemplate how to save myself from my own self-hate. Wonder why I was even made with a dreadful fate, forced to try and awake with a full plate, no one to help me stay awake or educate. I've had to liberate and fight through hidden gates, but my brother, heaven could never be late, and rockets don't work in space. It's all fake, the show is on Mars, it's a joke, but you're too far gone, it won't be long. Fepe's beak is strong. We have our song and we march along like streams of knowledge leading to God's holy pond, and lives of truth that hits the bong and sings the song, turns mankind from the wrong. We come in peace with a holy gown and all of us wearing our holy crowns. Said the earth is flat and we probably just won't get along, just to go along. I said, welcome to the show where you don't know if it's part of the show. Welcome to the show. If you don't know, you don't know.
All right, what the hell you got, man?
We got Kane and DMC up in the house, about to show these sucker MCs what we are all about. The way I record beat'll make you stumble and trip, cause we don't give a fuck about your mumbling bitch, and that's real. Close, you don't even go. Word to Big L, I'm putting the game in a chokehold. Just want rap to make it back to home hole. I've been putting missing pictures up on telephone poles. Run DMC, one of the reasons you're even here. One of the only reasons you have a rapping career. All I'm saying is, give respect for his due. If it wasn't for this man, there wouldn't be no you. I mean, damn, if this ain't a ticket of authenticity, then I don't know what is. Cause this shit's as raw as it gets to me. It's off the Richter, top off your picture, kick back and listen. And as I focus in this night, and my scope and get back to picking off this clown. I'm serious, I ain't fucking around. People are coming up to me and telling me that I'm a killer. They know I put it down. They know that I mean it. I'm about to crush it. I don't want to hear any shit talk, so hush, bitch. Two things you have that will always be yours. Something nobody can take is your balls and your word.
Oh, all right. Stop that on the down. I never heard it before in my life.
This guy knows. I didn't know he had it like that. I asked him, what you got, man? He got a lot. Yeah. Got a lot with you.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Come on, Sam. You gotta take a picture with the
Right, guys, I'll see you in a minute.
fuck out of here.
Hey, Kevin, come on over here and tell him what time it is.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice, Kevin. All right, now get out of here. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint, come on, man.
Yo, higher than an F-16 in Walgreens. Trying to find some eye drops at the bottom of the Listerine.
What?
Well, I'm Mr. Clean when I step on the scene. But yo, how did I get here? And what does this all mean? The last thing I remember was way back in September. Johnny had a doobie, it was groovy, full of pleasure. But I probably didn't measure the amount I should have taken. Now I'm standing on the feeling, and this feeling got me shaking. Yo, I get the bacon with my better crocker, baby. We dishing out delectables, yeah. They tasty, so yeah, it's amazing. Now come and get this slice. And if they try to take my herb, I'll say, take my wife. But Kevin, you're not married. Oh shit, it's getting scary. I'm mixing up my history, my memories are buried. And I don't have a clue what's real or imaginary. So take heed, my children, cause this story's cautionary.
Yeah, I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Come on now. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint.
Coffee in the joint,
So
joint.
I was standing in the corner of the kitchen by myself, eyeing up the pop brownies on the top shelf. I'm thinking maybe just a nibble or do, but I didn't eat dinner, so I gobbled down too. Oh shit, I fucking blew it. Yo, I got to keep this conversation fluid. Yo, too high to function. I'm feeling like a clown at a funeral luncheon. I'm a goner, man, I've reached my marijuana maximum consumption. Yeah, goddamn hors d'oeuvre, threw my knife for a curve. But I could be the hero that this party deserves. So I boot and rally, sink the last cup. Turns out it was my team's cup. Fuck, I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside, can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. What? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. All right. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Kevin, what? Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. All right. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Yeah. Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint. Coffee in the joint. Yo, that's right. Let's take him out. terrible at smoking weed.
That's okay. I'll handle it. Thanks, yo.
Sugar Shack gonna take us like way far. It's like S to the UGAI. Sugar Shack gonna take us like way far. Yeah, 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 yeah,
One, two, three, four. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You could stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground, won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Well, I know what's right. I got just one life in a world that keeps on pushing me around. Oh, I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down.
How is everyone? Just got back. Just put the kettle on to make a quick cuppa. Let's see how everybody is in the chat. Hey, what's up, Laura? What's up, Dirt, Dan, Jim, Maxine? Jax is in the house. We've got Scotty Dog. Big shout out to Scotty Dog. Tarmo uses his arse hair as dental floss. Tarmo, that's pretty good. Tarmo, I've got to admit, that's pretty good. Dana uses his arse hair as dental floss. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I like it. Big Jim. Big shout out to Jim. Ryan's still in there. Jono, what's up? What's up? How is everybody? Hey, London girl. Philly, what's up, Philly? Right, just gonna make that cuppa. Screen, oh shit, have you been on blanks? Guys, I do apologise. I apologise. Oh dear, you've been on blank screen. Cheers, Scotty. Nice one. Oh shit, you was on a blank screen. Billy and de Blanc. I like that name. I quite like that name. It's quite crazy. People from Philly, rappers from Philly are great. Some great Philly rappers, man. Right, let me just get this. Let me just get this couple done.
You can't hurry, my God. No, no, no. You just gotta wait. You've gotta trust God and give him time.
Right, this is going to be the last stream about Roger, right? I've had enough of Roger. Other people seem to have picked up on it and asking Roger the same sort of questions, right? But that wasn't my intention, Roger. My intention wasn't to get Fight the Flat Tits to ask you questions or QNV to call you out. And that wasn't my intention. My intention was just between me and you, Roger, because you lied to me about hiding me and banning me in your chat. And your reasons for it are I trolled in your chat and you got PJ'd. And that's not the reason, Roger. Again, listen, I backed Roger into a lie. I backed Roger into a corner because of his lies, right? So he had to come out and say some kind of, like, it's not even true. It's just another lie. He had to lie on his lie. You can't even come out and tell the truth about it. So I backed Roger into a corner, so he had to kind of tell the truth. And this is his truth. Yeah, I got PJ to ban him because he was trolling. Lies, Roger. So you're lying again. You're lying on top of your lie, Roger. Ask anyone in your panel, Roger. Ask anyone in your panel if I've trolled your chat. That's absolute bullshit. So you're making stuff up to try and get away with it, and you're like, yeah, I've got PJ in there to ban his ass. with presenting no evidence, just saying it like some drunken bum, Roger. Didn't present any evidence. You could have said, yeah, and I've got the live to show everyone. I've got the lie. I've got the evidence to show, like Banner did with me. I've got to say. No, you just say shit, Roger, don't you? I've never trolled your chat, Roger. I've bantered with people in there, people that I know, and that'd be it. Roger, I called you out over one specific thing. You know what it was. I know what it was. Your whole panel knows what it was, Roger. That's why you sent PJ in to do it, to get some sort of revenge. Was that it, Roger? Because I exposed these toxic women in the whole community. So should I carry on with you, Roger, and keep doing this to you and expose your ass? Is that what you want me to do? To be honest, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all this nonsense. You're a liar, Roger. You've blatantly lied, and you've told another lie on top of it to try and cover up the original lie. I mean, I watched QMV's video the other day. Someone sent it to me. And, Roger, I'm asking you a question. Have you got a drink problem, Roger? Because you're lying through the last 3 teeth in your mouth. You've got literally 3 teeth. Oh. Yeah, I think a lot of these so-called Christians come from like drug backgrounds and alcoholic backgrounds, and they think they're going to be saved by Jesus because all the wrongs they've done. Jesus ain't come to save your ass, Roger. He's not. I'm sorry. You're a blatant liar. You're a blatant liar. You didn't just lie. You blatantly lied. You lied to my face for months on end. Then I captured you, caught you out, and now you're telling another lie on top of it to try and get your ass out of it, Roger. And it ain't going to work, because I will just present the facts. I will just tell everybody the facts of what really happened. And you still haven't showed a bank statement, Roger. Where's this bank statement with all these funds? Look, that's out there now, Roger. People are going to ask you about it. I'm done with you, Roger. I'm actually done with you. And listen, the main reason, Roger, I brought this up is because you keep going live the same time I go live for some reason. Again, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for Roger. So he's getting up, he's getting his drunk ass up, right, to go live the same time I go live. Ah, man. Roger, listen, if you carry on telling lies and the bullshit coming out your mouth, I'm going to carry on exposing you. This is the tip of the iceberg, by the way, Roger. This is actually the tip of the iceberg. I'm going easy on you. Now, you carry on telling lies. You need to present the evidence of me trolling in your chat and show everybody me of this spamming trolling everyone in your chat. No, Roger, it doesn't exist, does it? Does not exist, Roger. I go in loads of chats. I don't ever troll people. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that. I don't troll people. I've banter with people. I have a laugh with people that are on that kind of level, right, Roger? You're obviously not. I don't think this dude's got 2 brain cells to rub together, to be honest with you. He comes off all intelligent. I just think he just reads shit and memorises it and just spews it out online. Really, he's just there sitting there drunk as fuck, with his teeth falling out. Roger, I mean, this is crazy work, Roger. This is crazy work from you. You can't even come out and admit that you was wrong. You can't come out and say, yeah, I might have misguided people or told a little white lie. That no, you can't. You just cover it up with another lie, Roger. We don't like liars in the Flat Earth community, Roger. No one likes a liar. A barefaced fucking liar. So anything comes out of your mouth, no one should listen to. Because you seem to have a habit of telling lies, Roger. Now, where's the bank statements? The 0 bank statements. You need to show evidence of me trolling your chat, or I'm going to carry on you until you show the evidence, Roger, because that's going to expose you for more of a lie than what you already are. Because there is no evidence of me doing this. This is your live chat, Roger. You should have it right there, Roger, in your fucking list of videos. You should be able to go back and go, yeah, that one there, Banner was trolling. Let me show everybody. No, it doesn't exist, Rog. You banned me because I exposed Vicky. That is it, Roger. Tell the fucking truth. That's why you sent PJ in there to do it. You didn't do it yourself. You ain't got the balls to do it, Roger. Right, let's crack on. I'm done with him, man. So, yeah, Rog, but I will be carrying on, Rog, if you don't show the evidence. You said it come out of your drunk ass mouth, not mine. You said it, Roger, that you banned me because I was trolling your chat. Well, show it. Because if you don't show it, Roger, it proves again that you're a bullshitter. If you don't show it, it's going to show again that you are a liar and no one should listen to your ass and you should refund everyone back their money, Roger. If you're not going, refund everyone back their money. Don't be giving it to some charity, the Roger charity. Oh yeah, I'm going to give it to the hurricane victims. And by the way, my house was a part of the By the way, my house got hit by the hurricane as well, so the funds are just going straight to me. That's the hurricane fund. It's in my pocket. Roger, listen to me. No one wants to listen to you watching you give money to. No. You repay the money back to everyone that sent it to you, Roger. That's the way you do it. You're not going, Roger, are you? Let's just be honest. You need $40,000, Roger. You did have 4.6, but now you've got 3.3. That's what you say. But yeah, Rog, you need to show evidence. And if you don't, I'm going to carry on. All right, let's crack on.
No matter how long it will take, bodies of God, you just can't hurry. Body be there, don't you worry. I say may not come when you want them, buddy, right on time.
Hey, Dr. B, what's up? Santero, what's up? What's up?
You just gotta wait. You've gotta trust God and give him time.
Banner could be asked to troll. Why would I troll Roger? Hey, listen, it doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, he's meant to be a flat back then. He was meant to be like a flat earther, right? Why would I troll a flat earth channel? I've got no. If I trolled a channel, it'd be like what I did with Jaren. When Jaren was exposed and I went into Jaren's chat and took on the whole fucking chat. I trolled them all. That's proper trolling. The only time I've trolled someone is with Merle. Do you remember Merle back in the day and Jez? Do you remember when Poncho lost his shit and it all split up? And there was Merle and I think Jez was over at London. Not London's, Flat Earth Dudes. I think it was... Jibby was on there. There's a few of them on there. And I'd taken Poncho's side. I was like, well, Poncho did tell you the night before not to come round. You know, if someone tells you not to come round their house and you turn up the next day, it isn't a big trouble, isn't it? Pretty obvious. So yeah, I was in, I think it was Fed's chat, or I can't remember. It might have not been, I'm not too sure. But I was in there and Mel and Jez was talking. And I heard them waffling, and I heard something like Banner or something in the background. I just thought they want to get me in there. They really think they're going to try to get their hardest to get me in there so they can unload their barrels on me. So what I did, I trolled them from the chat. I literally was going, I'm destroying you from the chat. I don't even have to come in there, guys. It's all here in the chat. Check it. And I was just going on and going on. These two were losing their shit in the chat. Not, I mean, on the live, right? They were in the panel. They were on the live, right? They're losing their shit, going, ban again. And Dread, bless Dread, man. Dread went in there, and what they were going to do to me, right, is what they did to Dread. They just ripped the shit out of Dread. And I was saying, yeah, this is what you wanted to do to me, wasn't it, you couple of morons? And yeah, so that's the only times I've ever done that, was with Jaren and Jez and Mel and Jezebel. It's the only two, Roger, I've got no reason to troll your... Why would I troll your chat, Roger? Doesn't make any sense. You just didn't like it that I captured you out, simping for Vicky, toxic Vicky, when she was causing trouble, hiding people, when she wasn't even in the chat. She was ghosted. She was just waiting for people to come in so she could time them out and ban them. And then you said that these Graham and Chills have got to come in and apologise for her. And so I called you out for it. For being a simp, Roger. Do you remember that? Or have you forgot? Has your drunk ass forgot, Roger? So sitting there saying that I trolled your chat is complete bullshit. Again, a lie on a lie. This is how you catch out a liar, right? Because they can only follow through with another lie to cover up the lie. Now, that's the real reason it happened. If you want to listen to Roger's drunk ass spew out a bunch of bullshit, well, that's entirely up to you.
And hurry, body with that, don't you worry. I say may not come when you want 'em, buddy, right on time. Well, Brother Joe was sick so long until the flesh fell from his bone, while with his wife.
In my opinion, Roger should give all the money back. He's obviously not going. He's either saving that for a rainy day so people forget about it and, you know, he can move on with like 4K in his pocket or whatever. No, Roger, give it all back. That'd be the Christian thing to do, Roger, would to give it all back. Refund everyone, Roger. You're not getting to 40,000. It's not going to happen, right? You're not going. So stop gaslighting everyone and telling everyone, yeah, I'm going. You're not going anywhere, Roger, are you? Let's be honest. So the Christian thing to do, Roger, is to refund everybody. The 3,400 that the Globey sent you, right? That needs to be refunded, right? And everyone on your so Roger, you're going to be out of pocket 1,000 because PayPal have already taken 1,200 off you. So you're going to have to find 1,200, Roger, to pay everyone back in PayPal. Because when you moved from PayPal to your bank, you said PayPal took 1,200 off you. Damn. You've got a lot of work to do, Rog. A lot of paying back to do. Or are you just going to carry on and just say, yeah, I'm going to Antarctica, like in 10 years' time. I've got 10K, guys. I've got 10,000. Just need another 30. Probably going to take me another 30 years, though, to get that together. Come on, Rog. You've got to sort yourself out, mate. You've got to sort yourself out, mate. Roger, as again, it was nothing to do with trolling in your chat, Roger. It was to do, I called you out on Vicky. That was it. Roger, you can't admit that. You won't admit that for some reason. But that's the reason. Everyone in the chat knows it is. In fact, I made a whole video one morning on Vicky, didn't I, Roger? Just before it all happened. Do you remember, Roger, when I called her out for her behaviour? Remember that, Roger? You was in the chat, I think. Roger, wasn't you? You was in the chat there, Rog. When I called Vicky out. But just sitting there ghosted in a chat, not saying anything to anyone, waiting for people to come in and hide them and ban them and time them out because of a word they said 2 years before that. A word that was said 2 years before that. This woman is in there just timing people out willy-nilly. It's not even her chat, it's Roger's chat. So I called that behaviour out. Roger didn't like it. That's what it's about. It's not nothing to do with me trolling. Roger's a lying piece of shit for saying that. Aren't you, Rog? I'm not the drunk ass with 3 teeth spewing fucking bullshit out my mouth. That's you, Rog.
Everything he had was gone. Joe said you put these afflictions upon me, Lord. Now come on, let's see about me. As they may not come when you want them, buddy, right on time.
Roger ain't going to Antarctica, man. Do you really think Roger's going to Antarctica? Do you really think he's going? I'll be shocked. If Roger went to Antarctica, I'll be shocked. With all this time gone now, you know, they're about to bring out the documentary, Roger. They're still stalling it because they're still waiting for Duffy's financial allegations to go, you know, to people to forget. But no, we're here to remind everyone about Duffy's financial crimes. So, yeah, we just keep reminding people. So, yeah, so, Rog, it's been years. How long has it been? Roger ain't going anywhere, guys. I think it was a kind of a scam from the start, to be honest. See, this is what, Roger, this is what happens when you get caught in a lie and then you tell a lie on top of that lie. It's just going to get worse and worse for you. You need to just man up and admit it, Roger. Because you know what happens when these things carry on, it just looks worse and worse for you. Trying to make it easy for you, Roger. Because we're not over here spewing out nonsense, taking people's money and telling lies. We don't do that. I call that out, Roger. And I've done it since day dot. Ask anyone in the chat, ask anyone in the Flat Earth, let's say community. That's what I've always done it, Roger. I've always called out the tossers and the idiots and the scammers. In fact, there's a video of me on my channel. You can go and look at it. Scammers be aware. That's my face, Roger, right there. My face is there talking. Go on my videos and you'll see it. Scammers be aware. That's me. It's a 1:30 video. So I'm not about hiding my face. I just don't want to show it all the time. You know, my face is online. So, Rog, get your shit together, or it's gonna carry on. And I'm gonna keep exposing more of you. Pause. No one wants to see that. Right, let's crack on.
Well, some say he's coming in the morning, and he's gonna make the journey by train. And some say he'd be riding in a chariot, shaking like an angel winging. Well, I don't know how soon God's coming.
Look, Roger, let me give you a word of advice. You just need to come clean, son. Come clean, right, Roger? Lay it all out on the table, Roger, and people might forgive you for it. People might actually go, well, you know, at least he eventually come through and told the truth. But doing this, Roger, telling lies on lies, and I got PJ to ban because he was trolling. You can't just say shit like that, Roger. You got to present evidence. Or it's just another lie, isn't it? Because it is another lie, Roger. Again, Roger, ask Scott, ask Ryan, ask any of those guys on your panel if I've ever trolled your chat, Roger. Never. So that's just an excuse because Roger doesn't want to admit that I called out his toxic woman. Right? PJ's toxic. That's why you got PJ to do it, Roger. Son, you need to come clean, Rog. You need to come clean about the money, the statements, the lies, everything. Because you're not looking like a very good Christian at the moment. You're looking like what I've been saying you are, a lukewarm Christian. That's what you're looking like right now, Roger. Me, I don't profess to be any religious or anything. I'm not religious at all. Never read the book, don't need to. That book, what it's telling you should already be in you. You should already know how to treat your fellow human being, your neighbour, you know, and all this good stuff. You should already know it. You don't need a book to guide you. Yes, there's a creator. 100%. There's something created this realm. 100%. But is it the God that you say? Absolutely fucking not. Not a God written by man. Absolutely not. The creator is far beyond that. Words. Controlling words is way beyond that. So, Rog, get your shit together. You're not looking a very good Christian at the moment.
Let him catch you with your wicked game now. He may not come when you want him, but he right on time. Well, you can't hurry, my God.
Santero.
You just gotta wait.
Alex Jones.
You've gotta trust God and give
Man,
him time.
Alex Jones, Santero, I'm not that fat. I'm quite slim. I'm not a chubby alcoholic. Man. Santero saying Alex Jones. That's crazy, bro.
No matter how long it will take.
Hey, Logical, welcome in. Great to see you, dude. She went back rug munching apparently. Yeah. Yeah. When you expose these people, they just crawl back out. They just crawl under their little rocks. That's all they do. Or like in Roger's case, he just all Roger do is just turn his head, tuck his tail, huddle up with these lukewarmers, and not start singing Kumbaya together. That's what they do. Roger, because you can't face stuff on your own, can you? You can't face it, just like Vicky and PJ, and you can't handle it when it's right on your face, on your doorstep. You can't handle it, Roger. You're acting like it right now by telling more lies on me. And I say, you know, unless you show the evidence of me trolling your chat, Roger, I'm going to expose your ass.
Yes.
No, I'm not scared. I'm pretty well built for my size, actually. It's not an ounce of fat on me. Well, it might be a little bit now. A little bit of spread, but not too much. Hey, Infinity Brian, what's up? I hope things straighten out with the Roger and all. No, look, listen. I'm not trying to be mean to Roger. I just want him to stop lying. That's all. That's all, Roger. Just stop lying on me. Stop lying on what actually was the truth and what you're trying to hide, Roger. You know, you just come out with the truth, Roger, and you'll probably be forgiven. But until you do that, no, expose. Expose. Hey, Santero, man, I swear to God. Santero, when I open up my panel, I want you on, because me and you are going to have a conversation, right? I'm ripped, but... I'm ripped. I'm ripped like petrified wood. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That song was Rise by Herb Alpert, and fun fact about
you're
that, Herb
Santero.
Alpert was the only artist in history to have an...
I'm ripped like petrified wood. You're obsessed with wood. Not me. I'll just present the videos. I'll just say, look, guys, look at this. This is quite interesting, right? That does look like wood at one time. Santero's in there, you know, making innuendos and... It's hilarious. It's Santero's the one obsessed with wood, guys, not me. Not
#1 song.
100%
with words
Santero.
and #1 instrumental, and that one was #1, I think, in 1978. And it's famous because it was sampled by Biggie Smalls for his biggest song. So, all right, this next one also has a feature.
True, Santa. You kind of got me there. It is me that presents the wood. It is me. Yeah, I present the wood to everybody. But I don't obsess over the wood afterwards and make, innuendo jokes over them. That's you, Santero. That's all you. Right, let's get... What's this next track? Zanzibar. Billy who? Billy Joe. Who's Billy Joe?
Alley dances and the audience applauds. Though he's bathed in sweat, he hasn't lost his style. Alley, don't you go downtown. Gave away another round for free. Whoa. Me, I'm just another face at Zanzibar. But the waitress always serves a secret smile. Town. She's gonna pull the curtains down for me. For me. I got the old mascara.
Yes, Ryan. Yes, Ryan. I do understand that, and I'm aware of that. That's why I'm doing it, Ryan. That's exactly why I'm doing it. Because, you know what, Ryan, when you tell one lie, that's bad enough. But when you try and cover that lie with another lie, that's just unacceptable, man. It's like the guy can't tell the truth. Listen, I'm not the one lying here. I'm shining the light on it, Ryan. I'm not the one doing the lying. I'm not the one, you know, saying that I had no idea you was hidden and all this sort of stuff to me for months. That's not me. That's Roger. You need to go and talk to Roger. It's not me. I'm just shining the light on it, Ryan. I'm not the one that then come out with and said, yeah, I've got PJ to ban him because he was trolling. And that's a lie, Ryan. I don't troll people's chats. He might have perceived it as trolling, me calling him out and going, look, Roger, you know, you shouldn't really be doing this. This is the reason why Vicky was in there, blah, blah, blah. I even went into his back chat to talk to Roger one morning, right? Did you know that, Ryan? Scott knows about it because Scott was on the panel. But I was in the background talking to Roger and didn't get much sense out of him at all, to be honest with you. Didn't get much sense out of him at all. Again, I was all to do with that. And, you know, I was asking why can't I be seen? And he was saying to me, even in the back chat, I've got no idea. I've got no idea why. No, I ain't got no idea why.
I got a jazz guitar.
But, you know, I'm not really too fussed about it, to be honest with you. I just don't like the lying, Ryan. You know, he's meant to be a truther. He's meant to be, you know, legit. I'm not seeing that at the moment. I'm seeing Roger tell lie upon lie for some reason because he can't admit what it was really about. So, yeah, I'm fully 100% aware that people in my chat like Roger. So what? That's not going to stop me doing from what I do, mate. And to be quite honest with you, Ryan, I'm not the one, as I said, I'm not the one lying. That's your guy. That's Roger, not me. So if you've got some sort of problem about it, you need to go and speak to Roger, not me. I don't tell lies. I just tell the brutal truth. This is the problem. This is the problem. Like when I confront someone, because I show the evidence. I showed everyone the evidence. Roger can't just come out and say he did this because he was trolling. No, he's got to show it, Ryan. If it was live on his live, he should be able to present that and show it. And if he doesn't, that just means he's been caught in another lie, because I know he can't present it because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, Ryan. So him saying that is just him covering up another lie. And Roger's got to come clean. He really does have to come clean. Not just about that, more about the money and giving the money back to the people that donated to him. Because let's be frank, Roger ain't going anywhere.
I got a tab at Zanzibar tonight. That's where I'll be. Rosie knows he's such a credit to.
In fact, who's bad? Who was in with all the Globers? He put my name in there. He put Graham9, who's in the chat, in there. Who else did he put in there? Voy, I think's in there. And he's put us in with all these banned Globers. Actual, real, proper trolls, Roger. That just shows me where your head's at, dude.
But the Yankees grab the headlines every time. Melodrama's so much fun, and black and white for everyone to see. Whoa, me, I'm trying just to get to second base.
Yeah, I'm done, Scotty. I'm done, mate. I'm done anyway. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. The only reason why I will carry on is if Roger doesn't present the evidence of his lies. If Roger doesn't present it, then I'm going to carry on. Until he does present it, because I've already backed him into a corner over the first lie. But instead of admitting it, he told another lie on top of it.
swear I'll be.
Listen. I will give Roger till next week. Or is it Thursday? Till next Thursday. So I'm not gonna just carry on doing this about Roger. It just gets boring because Roger's boring himself. So yeah. So I will just. This isn't going to be the last. If he hasn't shown any evidence, then it's back on next Thursday. Rog, you've got a week, Rog. I'm giving you a week. Let's have a look what we've got down here at the bottom here. Happening here? Oh god dang it. Some reason it. Oh yeah, Billy Joel, not Billy Joe. It only said Billy Joe on there.
I'll come back to Zanzibar. I'll be hiding in the darkness with my beer. Whoa, she's waiting out in Shantytown. She's gonna pull the curtains down for me. For me, I got the open sky, and I got a jazz guitar, and I got
Kevin Zanitis on trumpet. That's right. This next one we've never played before. It's a new one. And, you guys enjoy.
Okay, let's get this started. Let's get this started. Gone. Let's start off with Sky 3. Awesome little channel.
June 30th. Strawberry Moon. June 30th here in Toronto. Right. It's really hot here. It's like probably 31 Celsius, but it's muggy. So anyway, guess that old sea hag's been out there making videos about me. Ungrateful old fucking cunt. Pardon me. Yeah. I don't care. People who know me know exactly what I'm all about. You don't listen to that fucking quack, go ahead. Right? I spent 5 years of my life fucking dedicated to that fucking old hag. Nobody ever shit on me. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not feeding that fucking life. Talk about ungrateful. This world's full of ungrateful assholes, man. They're everywhere. There's your strawberry moon. I dig it. I can't believe the people on the internet. Really. I just sort of had enough of all of it. To be honest with you. I gotta deal with real things in life. Like what this world's turning into. Yeah. Everybody thinks technology's all that in a bag of kittens, man. Bullshit. That's why I've known the cell phone for over 10 years. Anyway, I'm not here trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this life is all about. I hope you're having a good day. I really don't talk to too many people on the internet. Not on a personal level. I like my Dave Banner gang, and Charles Woods is alright, but I mean, sometimes the people that are there are kind of sketch. Like most of them are good, but
It's sketchy, Tom.
I'm not into the fluff. Anyway, I got a lot more to say, but I'm trying not to feed the animal, right? You know, this world's already full of enough negative bullshit. I don't need any encouragement. Anyway, guys. There's a strawberry moon from Toronto. Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, and you gotta watch the internet, man. The internet's full of so much bullshit, it's just beyond you. Right? And the people are just as bad. Everybody thinks this technology's all that. It's not. Anyway, guys. Enjoy your day. Peace and love, man. From Toronto. Cheers, man. I'm out.
Good stuff, Tommy. Nice image. Tommy always does nice shots of the moon. He's always got really good shots of the moon.
What up, everybody out there?
This is our boy out in Cali with his River Creek grow.
Welcome
Pretty
back.
cool. Let's check it out.
Appreciate you stopping by. Let's go check and see what's going on in this creek here today.
So this dude's got his house is obviously got to be behind him. This has got to be like his backyard, and he's literally got a creek running through his back. So lucky, man. He's literally got a creek running through his property.
Beautiful Northern California. Fucking, what day is it? Wednesday. Man, I gotta get my ass back to work. I don't even know what day it is. It's
Pretty
June.
awesome stuff.
I know that.
Right, let's just give you this. Should be okay. Should be okay on that. Just gives us a little bit better quality.
So, here we have Bruce in all his majesty. This fucking thing is for sure a re-veg. I was hoping for autoflower. Nah, it's not. It's a re-veg. And you can tell because it's just producing leaves of 3. It went into flower. Now it's not. It's growing like it's vegging again. Nah, so...
Yeah, it is. Look, it's like a 3-leaved plant. Is that because he's re-vegged? Is that what it does? Like you know...
I'm pretty much gonna rename this one fucking shit show. I don't even know.
Oh, he doesn't like it.
From it. But it sure is getting big.
That might turn out alright.
And
It might turn out alright.
here. This is the real deal here. Now, I've been having deer down here the last couple of days. I even actually had one in this creek. Walking around, I have a camera right
That's
here.
an awesome way to grow, man. Honestly, that is an awesome way to grow. He's just got the I'll probably about a centimetre. That bottom bucket is, and the water's flowing right at the bottom of it. But look at the effects the flowing water's had. And he shows you like the little roots that are starting to come out. It's an amazing way to grow, man.
Plants and shit.
Awesome.
Didn't need any.
Shout out to Cal Green Thumb. Callie Green Thumb.
Thankfully. Yeah, check out this scrog. It's filling out nicely. I was going to try to make him meet in the middle, but I think I like to leave him a little space. So we're going to leave it like that for now. Let's go down there and get a quick level view.
Beautiful. Right next to the creek.
The water keeps getting lower every time I come down here.
Well, in the UK, we call these streams. Like, this is what we call these little tiny little water flows. We've got loads of streams here in Essex. Loads of them.
So
I've got one just not far away from me actually.
I've been here,
but it's pretty common. I couldn't go down there and do this down there. Everyone will see it.
4 years now. We haven't run out of water in this creek yet. So, and I'm still sitting up on some kind of block there.
And this is so cool. It's so cool. Just using nature, right? Just using nature just to do everything.
Cut a branch off. He's crazy.
Do you know what? That'd probably grow. That'd probably
actually die.
That'd probably grow.
Well,
just left it.
You see the roots coming out here? Oh shit, my bad. Fucking up the camera.
So yeah, it's basically like the very bottom.
Yeah.
Poked a bunch of holes through it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of brown. They're just brown because there's...
Yeah, it's barely touching the bottom. Perfect.
Oh no, they kept wanting to grow out, so I put that little shade.
I mean, you guys in the chat will probably know more about, is it deep water culture, or hydro, and all that sort of stuff. And it's kind of just doing that, but naturally, right?
They could. Yeah, here we are. Creek level.
It's looking healthy, real healthy.
So, I'm 6 foot tall. This is my eye level right now. So,
7, 8.
Yeah, that tall one's probably at least 8 feet or so. But everything's looking good. I have no complaints down here as usual. No bugs, no drama. Just fucking easy growing, right here under the canopy.
He's got no bugs at all. Is that because he's in the stream? I think that's why.
That shit looks good, strong. This one too. So that's it. Not a whole lot goes on around here, you know. It's like not hell of exciting to do updates because, I mean, this shit is just growing. It grows. There's no drama. There's no maintenance.
No drama. No maintenance. Real easy.
You know, all I have.
Yeah, that's the way to go. If you've got a little creek or stream at the bottom of your garden and you're into growing,
So,
do what this guy's doing.
That's it. All is well. Stay tuned for the, I got a backyard update coming. I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not. I might do it tomorrow. And things have changed indoor also. There's been some recent developments, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by.
Well, it's the first time I've ever seen this done. I don't know about you guys. So I was like pretty intrigued. Let's skip that one. Hey, Ches, what's up? Hey, Chili, what's up? Hope you're well. Wow. Anna, since last time I asked about your air conditioner, 99% of ACs on Amazon and every online sites are sold out. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, do you know what, Chili? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I really ain't. You should go out and buy one. It'd be the best 250 quid you spend. Because I've got it on now, and I'm pretty cool. It's boiling outside, and I'm pretty cool. So, and it's in the other room, Chili. It's actually in the other room, so it's blowing in from the other room, and I've got a fan outside my door, blowing that cold air into here. Yeah, but to be honest with you, it don't surprise me, Chili. It really doesn't. I was abusing the weed. Yes, Jim, we all do that. If weed helps with pain, thank the creator, yeah. But the system pills, yeah. Yeah, I don't take none of those pills. I don't take any pharmaceuticals. I bought an air conditioner. Oh, Dr. E, you bought one. We all have AC here. Yeah, Santero. A lot of people have just got it. A lot of Americans have got it just installed in their house, right? Just in that AC unit, a proper AC unit. But you know, as I say, the little mini ones, they do a perfect job. They do a really good job. If you've got like not a massive house, if you're just like if you're in like, because I've got a flat, so I don't have it in my room. Yeah, it's in the other room, but it's pretty powerful. It definitely does the job. It does the job well. I've hardly slept in days, not for the heat, but but being unable to find an AC unit. Oh damn, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't have mine on all the time. At night it goes off and I open up the windows and the air's a little bit cooler. It has been a little bit, but not that much. I mean, I was sweating last night myself. I didn't have a great sleep. Rolling about, bloody quilt sticking to your leg. Trying to, it's horrible, isn't it? So yeah, mine's just on during the daytime, really. Hey, Infinity Brian, welcome in. Hello, Honor, welcome in. Jono, everybody. Let's check out Lucky.
Freedom matters.
Let's check out Lucky.
Hey,
we haven't heard Lucky talk for quite a while now, have we? Where you been, Lucky?
Listen, I didn't even put a shirt on.
Where you been, Lucky? We all want to know. I know where Lucky's been. He's just been very lucky.
You want to fire
accumulating all this stuff at the cheapest prices possible. He got given a boat, a perfectly working boat. How much was it for? 5K or something ridiculous, some ridiculous price.
It's another perfect day in God's country. Here we are for anybody that ever wants to go riding with the king. There's my beloved 1990 four-door dually 7.3 IDI. 1990 mint. I want to show...
That thing looks like it would run forever, doesn't it? This thing at the back here, it looked like it would just run forever. You Okay, you're not going to have no problems with it. Maybe a little bit of engine and just fix the engine. Not like today's cars or vans or
Mint. I want to show you
where
guys.
they want to stop you from driving if you look a bit sleepy. If you look, the AI determines if you look a bit sleepy or you're not alert. It won't start the car or the van or.
Around my yard a little bit
Ridiculous.
because, as you can see, I have quite a bit of stuff in my yard.
Oh, there's the boat. There's the
Of
boat.
course, that's nobody's business but my own. And why is that nobody's business but my own? Because freedom fucking matters, folks. If this sign in my front yard, freedom matters, is not enough for y'all because you're coming by the other way from the other direction, just in case you're thinking that you want to try to jam up old Lucky Haskins with some codes or some other kind of nonsense, I have another one that says freedom matters going in the other direction. Now, why is Lucky firing up the video this morning to make a video? Because we got a brother in truth that's been fucked with by some evil crooks and criminals that don't respect freedom and don't even understand what freedom is. I keep those signs in my front yard for a reason, folks, and I also keep this sign in my front yard. And to our brother Tommy, hope you can see that. I would encourage you to pause and read every single line on this sign. I even sent a federal agent away using that sign. I have no idea what he was here for because I wouldn't let him speak, even though he got very mad at me and tried to yell at me and pressure me, asked me for my phone number. I told him, he said, I'm a federal agent from Green.
Man, what Lucky's being harassed by federal agents? Is what because of his sign?
Green Bay, I'm here to ask you questions about the consensus. And I said, I don't participate in any form of corruption, and you are trespassing on private property, and I'm going to ask you to leave. He tried to open his mouth again and say, well, I just have to ask you a few questions. I said, allow me to repeat myself. I'm a very busy man. You're trespassing on private property. If you have anything to say to me, you can send it to me via certified mail, and I'll be happy to address you and through the appropriate channels. But you are not going to trespass on my property and pretend that you have some kind of false authority to force me to speak to you. It's not going to happen. So this morning, I noticed that Tommy Tell the Truth, one of all of our favorite brothers in truth, we love you, Tommy, is getting messed with by people that don't value freedom, and in fact, they want to squash freedom. So I thought I better fire this up and make a video.
Talk.
Because I've been through this kind of stuff many, many times, and I can assure you that I am never under any local threat anymore, ever. And of course, like I said, I got stuff everywhere. A couple of Ford trucks always laying around over here. Oh, I picked this one up a couple days ago. Got this one for free.
For free?
I like this one. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but
Lucky's one of these guys that would literally fall in horseshit and come out smelling like roses. He's got this one for nothing. Minimum outline, maximum profit, right? Lucky. Minimum outlay. Oh dear. He got that boat for 5k. It's just ridiculous.
Nice interior.
How does Lucky do this?
These are pretty cool. This is another small block 302, fuel injected. But anyway, today we're going to talk about freedom, because freedom fucking matters. And you want to drag old Lucky Haskins back out of the woodwork, start fucking with a friend of mine's freedom. And I'm in. Instantly. Don't need a reason. What? Somebody fucking with their freedom? Let's get them. So this video is inspired this morning by our friend Tommy Tell the Truth, who's being harassed by none other than code enforcement officers, corrupt government officials.
That's it. Perfect.
Poking their nose in his business where it doesn't belong.
The might drink, guys.
It might be I'm late to the party, so Tommy has already spoken to these people. Hey, brother. By the way, good morning, Tommy. I'm so sorry, man, that you are involved in that. But I'm making this video for a couple reasons. First of all, any of y'all, anyone, you ever have any kind of issues like that, reach out to Lucky, because I live for this shit. Okay? Freedom matters. Period. I don't have that sign up there for no reason. Freedom matters. I can't save the world. I can't catch every corrupt individual. I wish I could. But when they fuck with my friends, I'm more than willing to throw my hat in the ring and do anything that I can. Now, I want to say a few points for Tommy. I was leaving message after message because this stuff fires me right up. Because freedom fucking matters, folks, okay? Freedom matters. Now, first of all, Tommy, you never should have spoke to him. You know that. We all know that in hindsight 2020. I've made the same mistake, brother, so I ain't ripping on you. I know this now through experience. Never speak to him in any way. I could give you just a million examples. For one little example, like you said, well, he told me I couldn't have 2 grills. And I said, yeah, well, one's charcoal. Well, that all sounds great, Tommy. I realize that. But what you really did was admitted that you have 2 grills. You get it? He's building a case against you. So when you say, yeah, but I can have 2 grills because one is charcoal and one is gas, which of course you're right, it's your yard. You can have 17 grills, Tommy. That's what freedom is and why it matters. But you just gave him, you see how they slowly get you to admit things by where you think you're just explaining it logically. They will use it as an admission. You admitted to him that you have 2 grills because you defended the fact that you can have 2 grills. Well, all he's going to write down is he admitted, or he's got it recorded, that you said you have 2 grills. Then he's going to show a code that says you can't. And, you know, you see my point. You never say anything, Tommy. Anybody from any federal or state or local or municipal government of any kind, anybody working in any capacity for any government agency, when they come to your house, here's the first thing you need to understand. At all of y'all's houses, they have what's called implied consent, because you have a front porch with stairs going up to the door. This gives anybody implied consent, whether it's the Mormons, whether it's a cop, whether it's a government agent. They have implied consent to come to your front door to attempt to talk to you. You can remove that implied consent with a sign like the one that I showed you that says no trespassing. And you can, mine's very detailed as to who it's talking about, meaning the police, the government, blah, blah, blah. You can't trespass here unless there's an emergency you're trying to save me from, i.e. like my house is on fire. The firemen in that sign have permission to come on my property and save our ass, because that was important to have that in the sign. However, all implied consent on my property has been removed by those signs. That sign has a legal purpose, it's not just there to tell people to stay away. It protects me legally. If I'm hammered one night and the cops come to my door and I say all kinds of stupid shit and get arrested for it, and they go, listen to all this stuff you admitted last night, well, a good civil rights lawyer would say, you didn't have consent to knock on Lucky's door and talk to him while he was shit-faced in the middle of the night. And they'll say, yes, we did. We have implied consent because we just went to his front door. And then the lawyer can say, this sign was clearly and obviously placed. And if you decided to ignore the no trespassing sign, that makes you in violation and you simply trespassed. Therefore, if I happen to say all kinds of stupid shit on my own property because they come over and fuck with me, they're already trespassing, so no evidence that they collect can be used against me if you have a smart lawyer that understands the law. So those signs are very important. That second sign that I showed you guys removes implied consent. So now if a code enforcer comes on my property, he's already been legally trespassed by the sign. So now he is criminally trespassing if he chooses to come on my land. Never let a code enforcer or any other agent criminally trespass on your land. Now, if you don't have a sign in your yard, removing implied consent, then any agent has implied consent to come to your door and knock on it and talk to you. That's how that federal agent tried to get around when I ran him off and wouldn't let him speak. It's very important that you do not let these people speak. You make sure you let them know that you have zero interest in anything they might have to say, and that you abide by the law of the land. So you would appreciate it if they would follow the law as well. Put their concerns in detailed writing, listing specific issues and complaints they may have against you, and send it to you via certified mail. That way, it is gone only by the U.S. Postal Service certified mail. You demand that. That way, as they go back and think they're smart and they start writing this shit down, it's going to cross their mind that this is fully documented and going to be sent to you through the U.S. Postal Service. And that way, it's certified and it now becomes federal. If they use the federal mail to make false claims against you or threats or extortion, which is what code enforcement is, then they can get in serious trouble with the feds. So 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, any code officer, anybody that comes to your house, you tell them immediately that they are trespassed and to leave your property. And if they have any issues, complaints, or anything of that nature, to contact you via U.S. Postal Service certified mail, listing specific issues and what's supposed to be done to correct them. 99 times out of 100, you're never going to get that mail because they're going to know better, okay? They have no problems getting out of their car and spewing nonsense to you. They love their false authority. It makes them feel important. They will say anything to you to get you to comply, and there ain't shit you can do. They're just hoping that you speak and start building the case. Immediately, you shut them down, trespass them. They're already trespassed from my house, as I explained. So I simply let them know that they are criminally trespassing because they've already been trespassed from my property by the sign. So as soon as they come on my property, they are criminally trespassing, and I let them know that first. Then, again, very important, they put it all in writing specifically and mail the issues and complaints to you via federal certified mail. Now, if they're dumb enough to do that, that's a very valuable piece of writing that you have that they sent to you. If what I just told you to do doesn't work for any of you and they literally send you something via certified mail, please contact Lucky Haskins before you do anything. I ain't trying to be nobody's lawyer. I don't practice law. Okay, practicing law without a license. If that don't tell you how corrupt the system is, you can have a lawyer to defend you, but only if he's a member of the bar. And you tell me that that's not corrupt, folks. It is against the law to practice law without a license. Something that we have an innate right from birth to do. Practice law. What does practice law mean? It means defend yourself from criminals, folks. Practicing law without a license is a crime. Yeah, because you can't control it. If we had a legitimate law system, folks, of any kind, then anybody could practice law. Of course, that's freedom, folks. The fact that the legal system has to be controlled by a very deep, dark, corrupt organization called the bar tells you everything you need to know. What does the bar do? Keeps people from practicing law. If you attempt to actually practice law that doesn't go with the narrative they're throwing down, they take your license. Therefore, you don't have a right to practice law. They took away your right to practice law and provided you and required a license and a permit and a fee, which is a violation of the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the United States was written to prevent that, supposedly, if you believe in all that kind of stuff. The beautiful thing about the Constitution of the United States is it is effective, but it has to be applied. Nobody ever applies it. When you do, it's ferociously powerful. You get a lot of things dismissed and a lot of things go away when you start citing the law to people. So anyway, folks, I kind of made this video for Tommy, and I made it for everybody else to let you guys know. I mean, the most important thing, I know everybody hears this over and over and over, but never speak to these people. They're trying to trick you. Don't speak to them, okay? 9 times out of 10, they don't have a single leg to stand on. I also wanted to point this out. Your home is your home. It makes zero difference if you rent or if you own. Now, a common tactic of these dirtbags that are trying to take freedom away from you is to put pressure on your landlord if you are renting, okay? They like to try to go around you and say, well, we'll go after the landlord. We know he's going to take action, okay? Very dirty, corrupt people these are. This is why you never, ever speak to them.
Don't engage.
You don't tell them anything.
Yeah.
You don't tell them that one runs, this one don't run. You don't tell them anything. Every question they ask, you tell them this is private property. You are trespassing. If you have any issues, we will let the law handle them. So please list your issues and complaints in detailed format, specifically stating each issue and how it should be corrected, and mail it to me via certified mail through the U.S. Postal Service. Again, very important. Now, if they do that and they continue trying to mess with you, well, we're going to have a good old-fashioned fight on our hands. And the best fights are always freedom versus corruption. I love it, and I will throw my hat in the ring every single time, okay? Corruption, of course, has ruined this civilization. We can't tolerate it. So that's it, folks. I just got fired up hearing one of our brothers in truth is being fucked with by some dirty, corrupt, evil bastards that hate freedom. I wanted to throw my hat in the ring, and it may be too late. Tommy, you got to be real careful now because you said lots of shit to him, so it's a lot harder for me to throw my hat in the ring.
Don't engage, Tommy. Don't engage.
With what you said to them and what you didn't say to them. But that's my biggest advice is don't say nothing to them other than what I told you. I've used that one several times, and guess what? No one's ever sent me their complaints through the federal mail. Yeah. And I know why, folks. That's the importance of the supreme law of the land, the Constitution of the United States, and the fact that fucking freedom matters. Ask yourself, who can I help today? And get out there and do it, y'all.
But do you think the Earth is round or flat?
Round.
Round?
Yeah.
It's obvious, right? No question?
No question at all.
Okay, so how can you prove that to me right now?
I can't right now. I don't know how I prove it to you right now. Do you want me to pull out my phone and show you stuff on the internet? Because that's what I can do. That's what I can do. That's what I can do.
All the pictures of Earth from space, they're all CGI.
They all defend this, and they don't even understand it, and they still defend it. That's the crazy thing.
Just give me like some facts or like some statements that like proves that the Earth is round, like without showing me an image of the Earth. Can you do that?
If this ball is 3/4 water, then you'd be able to detect curvature in the water. Curvature in the water. Curvature.
It's off in my head, no. Proves to you right now that's round? Huh. I don't know. Probably couldn't really.
I cannot prove that. I just went to school and they say that to me and suppose that's real.
We've been told that our whole lives, so I can't.
That was the key statement. I went to school and they taught me that. Like they teach everybody it. Every kid is brainwashed into believing they live on a spinning globe with water attached to it in a vacuum adjacent to a vacuum. It's just complete nonsense, isn't it? We all know it's not.
It's all shit.
But these people, they will defend it and don't even understand it because they're just completely brainwashed.
Sailing out.
Look, this moron thinks like, you know, when the boat's on the horizon and it's going out, it's going over the curve. It's what this guy.
Water, eventually you'll start to lose sight of the bottom of the ship.
And you can just get a P900 and zoom it straight back in, mate. It hasn't gone anywhere. Hasn't gone over no curvature. Not where any curvature starts. In fact, the horizon is actually an illusion. Once you know that and you can work that out, it makes it a lot more simple.
To the point where all you can see is the very top of the mast because of the curvature of the earth.
Water is always level.
This is an illusion. Water doesn't rise up like that. Water's flat. Clouds are coming down. It's to this convergence point. This is flat all the way out.
We can prove that in any country, at any lab, we can prove that water always finds.
In fact, the clouds are running kind of parallel with the land and the water.
Well,
oh look,
can't prove that at some point
look.
It's going to be curved.
Hasn't gone over no curvature. It's right there.
There's no proof of that. So water doesn't curve.
In fact, you can see these bits at the back here, these black bits. This is the water. These are waves. These black things here, just beyond the horizon. This is water.
We're mostly water. We're in a level plane. We're on a level plane.
You show them how the math works for the curvature of the Earth.
If the world really is round and has a circumference of 25,000 miles, then you do the math, at 100 miles, there would be 6,600 feet of curvature.
How you're not going to be able to see something once it's past a particular point on the horizon via the curvature.
The water doesn't bend. Water is flat. Water always finds its level. You put water into a container, it conforms to the inside of a container. You can't find the water anywhere that forms to the outside of a container.
You can just tell by looking if you can see that there is natural curvature to the Earth.
No, you're deluded, son. Completely deluded.
In the world,
there's zero curvature.
Anything.
It's optical. It's optical. That's what it is. They've hijacked your optics and told you there's curvature. That's exactly what they've done. I mean, look, it couldn't be more flat. It couldn't be more flat, could it? I mean, this bridge is 100 miles. I think this is this the China Bridge, the 100-mile bridge, or is this the Pontchartrain? I'm not too sure. But I think this is the China one, which is 100 miles. Yeah, completely flat over the water.
Because there would be 6,600.
And this shot here, look. Where's the curvature?
A curvature. Yet, this is just one of, 1,000. This is one. But yet, the Navy can target ships at 100 miles away with a camera where they photograph the target. And it's a laser target that goes straight. The laser doesn't curve. It goes straight, and they could see it, and they could see it.
What are we raised with? We're raised with space, kids, space. Red flag. Why do they want to get kids with space so long? Because they know that's when the indoctrination sets in as kids. It started with the Big Bang. Everyone fucking believes that. Zero evidence. No one knows anything about the Big Bang Theory, but if you say you believe in it, you're considered a smart person.
The Big Bang Theory.
You know nothing.
So ridiculous.
Out of nothing, everything just came.
Everything come out of absolutely fuck all. Everything in existence come from nothing. That makes complete sense, doesn't it? Because of a Big Bang.
Where's the evidence? There's no fucking evidence of that.
It's magic.
So shut the fuck up with this fucking Big Bang Theory shit.
Magic. That's
you have
magic.
no evidence, and you cling on to it with zero evidence. You didn't even know that a priest came up with that shit.
Martree.
A priest, not a scientist. A priest. Scientist, a priest. Scientist, a priest. It's hard to find the truth being a peasant because I don't have access to, high-level technology. We have to figure it out for ourselves.
I must say that Admiral Byrd, our guest tonight, is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Is there any unexplored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And I think it's quite astonishing that there should be an area as big as that unexplored. But more important than that, it has to do with the future of the nation, for those to come after us.
What is that? It's like playing with a little bowl, a little circular bowl.
Big as that, unexplored.
Look.
But more important than
going
that,
around the bowl.
It has to do with the future.
I've never noticed that before, guys. That's pretty interesting for me.
For those to come after us.
Nothing to other people, but to me, that's kind of
even during your lifetime, because it happens to be an untouched reservoir of natural resources. And in the future, I can see a time when it will be very, very important. Very important. We had added nearly 500,000 square miles to the Pacific Ocean. And here is our journey's end. At length we sighted that great natural phenomenon, the ice barrier. As we started alongside the barrier with our ships, suddenly, the edge
That's all. You've got to know your limitations, Truman.
It's not that we believe something ridiculous and you don't believe it. It's not about that. It's about we actually don't know what we're on, and we always say that. We don't know, but based on all the shit that we got by the mainstream, we don't believe that. Right. You believe that. You believe that. You believe that.
When you realize NASA they got 19.3 billion in taxpayers' money this year. And all they have to do is enough of Hollywood to give us enough photos and stories and hypnotize us and connect with our inner child.
And so they send these rockets up, but they don't really go anywhere.
Yeah, if you watch the trajectory,
Right.
it's never straight. It's never straight. It's never straight. Where are you going?
Straight to the Bermuda. That's where it's going. Straight to Bermuda Triangle. Oh look, that looks like it's going up, doesn't it? Literally coming back down now. It's literally coming back down. Yeah, now it's going back down.
Sorry to tell you. The only thing that's been to space is your imagination. There is no such thing as space.
Where are you going? Look at that. They always show the little solar panel on the side. Come
look
on,
at that.
Get out of here.
Look at that.
Get out
Look
of
at
here.
that.
Get
What,
out
the
of
Green Lantern fart? What is that?
Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that what you're looking up in the sky isn't there. It's there. But what they're telling us it is not real.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. 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 All the stars are closer.
It literally looks like it's underwater, doesn't it? It looks like the ripples on the surface of water.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. 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 It's as simple as that.
Although the sun is at all times above and parallel to the Earth's surface, he appears to ascend the firmament from morning until noon, and to descend and sink below the horizon at evening. This arises from a simple and everywhere visible law of perspective.
Yeah. You get the same thing with clouds. Exactly the same thing right down to the horizon. The tallest cloud will always be above your head, and it will come down. They will come down to the horizon. The water would rise up. and they converge to that point.
Bearing these phenomena in mind, it will easily be seen how the Sun, although always parallel to the surface of the Earth, must appear to ascend when approaching and descend after leaving the meridian or noonday position. At a certain point, the line of sight to the object and the apparently uprising surface of the Earth upon or over which it stands will converge to the angle which constitutes the vanishing point or the horizon, beyond which it will be invisible. It is obvious to any child and sovereign-minded adult that the sun, moon, stars, and planets, every light in the sky above, revolves around the motionless Earth beneath our feet. It is also plain to see that the sun and moon are both approximately the same size and situated relatively close to Earth.
Get the black screen on. Graham, you want the black screen on? You'd rather watch the black screen than this.
Not millions upon millions of miles.
Oh, this one, yeah, it's a few years old, but it's still a good little docu.
Away.
Some of the earliest high-altitude aeronauts confirmed the flat Earth. In 1931, Auguste Piccard reached an altitude of 51,775 feet, much higher than any plane you've been on. Piccard described the Earth as a flat disk with upturned edge. No, you've never seen the curvature of the Earth from an airplane window. Fortunately, you don't have to be a death-defying aeronaut to see what's up there. What you're seeing right now is a video from 121,000 feet. I remember when I first saw this, I was just dumbfounded because it didn't match anything that I've watched before.
Yeah.
Whenever you're shown a picture of a high-altitude balloon or even a high flight, you're shown something phony like this. This isn't once in a while. This is the standard. It turns out that these so-called curvature photos and videos were all shot with a fisheye or ultra-wide-angled lens to get this effect. That's a fact. It's a curvature illusion. For all of our lives, we're inundated with supposed pictures from space. High-altitude balloons finally gave us a vision of what the Earth truly looks like from high up. Here's a great example of the standard deception. As you can see by the bent rope, the student's photo here was taken with a fisheye lens, and then the article falsely claimed it was the curvature. Do you see the deception?
I'm tired of trying to fucking wake people up. Tired of that shit. Fuck these guys that, I believe fucking Fisher's story. Why would they lie? They could never pull something like that off. Then that would mean that everybody was in on it. No way. You didn't say that on CNN. God, I want to get those motherfuckers. Oh. Fool these motherfuckers. Easily they'd buy it.
What about satellites? Did you know that NASA has hundreds of these satellite balloons up in the air right now? I never knew these NASA satellites existed before Flat Earth. Have you seen them? Google and many other companies have fleets of these balloons as well. Look up Project Loon. The fact that NASA and its subsidiaries hardly discuss these so-called satellites was a huge proof for me because it evinces a deliberate effort to conceal the fact that space satellites don't exist. The whitewash of these balloon satellites is evidence that they are lying about space satellites. These high-altitude balloons can carry 8,000 pounds and include telescopes, radar equipment, communications equipment, internet, etc. Here's one that almost killed some people. Finally, look at these actual NASA videos of satellites. They are manifestly fake. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one.
Bunch of cartoons.
Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this.
Imagine we live on a flat fucking world. All this time we thought we lived on a round planet.
Do you remember when Poncho went through 50 pages on Google to look for an actual official picture of a satellite, and all we got was CGI for 49 pages. CGI, cartoon, CGI.
Planet, huh? We have no fucking evidence to believe that we're around planet, only by people telling us, but we really don't know who we are, where we came from, who the fuck is our purpose here.
It's fucking insane.
Fuck my whole brain up right now. This got me going in so many directions right there.
Guys, there are so many facts that it's flat. I mean, think about it. Like, okay, guys, you don't even know. How do you know? Because did you know? Oh, no, I'm not even going to say it because I'm probably going to be shut down on Instagram or something.
So all the astronauts are just
actors. Actronauts.
actronauts. Actronauts. Actronauts.
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Yeah.
All
because
the
you can
time.
see. Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets.
No one likes bare-faced liars, do they? You can tell these two are just bullshitting through their teeth. Look at the response from Petite. Yeah, he was waiting for some sort of confirmation from this dude.
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Look how he's looking at him.
Yeah.
Say it. And look at his response. Yeah. Of course.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know,
a big gulp.
And pretty much all the time.
Another big gulp.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
Again, they're not talking to us, are they? They're talking to children. That's all they're talking to.
Able to see stars from the lunar surface. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar curl what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Can't wait to see Chris Hadfield and tell him that my buddy thinks he's an actor.
I can't wait to see him either and say, nice try, bud. Didn't fool me,
So
though.
Chris Hadfield has never been to space, is what you're telling me?
Never. No one has.
No one has.
The world is so generous in its beauty, and you do your best to take pictures of it.
Hey,
It's
guys,
just- it's
Dan,
just flat
welcome in.
and gorgeous to see.
It's just flat and gorgeous to see.
Hey, Jason, welcome in.
The fact of the immobility of the Earth has an immense advantage over the theory of the rotation, in that it can positively be recognized as such, and it can safely be said that if the Earth cannot be seen to move, there are 100 chances in 100 that it does not do so.
Oh, this is an edit by John Thor, actually. John Thor did chat to John Thor.
And trust your experience. Trust your feeling. Trust your intuition. Look out. See the horizon. Flat. Feel for yourself. You're not moving. Just sit still. Just sit still for a second. You're not moving. You're not spinning around an axis at 1,000 miles per hour. Rotating around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour, spiraling around the galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour, and shooting off from a Big Bang at 67 million miles per hour. You're not. You're motionless. You're just sitting there. Just sit still. What does that even mean, sit still?
Hey, Dan. Dr. Bob.
You think you
Welcome
can
in,
sit
guys.
still with all those motions? Does it feel like you're moving? Feel that? Same thing you've always felt? Nothing? Ever? Nobody's ever felt movement? Nobody's ever seen the earth move? Nobody's ever seen the earth curve? Maybe you just got fooled by some Masons. Mark Twain said, "It's easier to fool people than to convince them they've been fooled." That's why it's so hard to convince you you've been fooled.
Another amazing shot.
You can't possibly believe that you and the rest of the world could have been lied to and deceived by these Masons. The oldest and largest secret society in the world, over 5 million members, all over the world, existing for hundreds of years. But not you, right? They couldn't fool you. Of course you're spinning around. Of course you are. That's what they told you in school. They don't lie to you in school.
Oh, was that it? Oh, it's only 25 minutes. I thought it was not. I think the original. Yeah, good stuff.
Just start with your history in regards to piloting and your experience in the questions that you had. But
yes, this is a banjo video. He does put out a good video every now and then when it comes to pilots, but that's about it, banjo.
I want to go through a summary of what we just got through with, and I hate to get you to do that again, but if you don't mind.
Well, Philip, okay, here's it's basically description, let's see, my career. I'm a professional commercial helicopter pilot ever since 84, so that would be, 40, coming up on 44 years. Got about 15,000 hours in the air, flown for quite a few different companies, even around the world. And really, the only things I've wondered about every time I fly in an aircraft are mainly two things. One is we're required to set one of the instruments in the aircraft. It's called a heading indicator. And that's an electrically driven instrument that is basically maintains a heading with a gyroscope that spins around inside about 16,000 RPM. Well, back in flight school, the books said, well, you have to readjust that instrument every 15 or 20 minutes because that instrument will experience what has been described in the books as a bearing drag, which means the bearings are heating up, they're creating friction, and they're causing that big gyroscope wheel to slow down. And that makes the instrument start to become in error. It just slows down and it's not accurate. So the question I've always wondered about, and I really know this for a fact, that a highly, very expensive actor.
Lost you there for a minute. A second there. Repeat that last 4 seconds.
Well, basically, if the gyro in the instrument is spinning at the optimum speed, which is about 16,000 RPM, it doesn't lose its ability to maintain its accuracy. So the only way it'll start to go off is if you turn it off, or it loses its source of power. It will maintain a position in space. It'll keep going in a straight line. But you have to keep setting that every 20 minutes or so. And that never made sense, but the only explanation in the book is bearing drag. And if you write that answer in the test that you take in order to become a pilot, well, then you get a right answer, and then they let you become a pilot.
What are they saying is the bearing drag?
Well, bearing drag, it's basically supposed to be when it's spinning around so fast, the gyro, it generates, friction and heat. And because of that expansion, it creates heat, and it makes it just creates excessive friction, and that slows the gyro down, and that's why the instrument goes off.
And according to them, it slows it down to the point that they can figure it out down to the minute for correction. I mean, in other words, how do they know which gyroscope is slowing down to that degree at that particular micromanaging level? Wouldn't it vary, I would think?
Well, it does, and they say that it's just a general kind of a ballpark figure, 15, 20 minutes. That's what I've experienced. So that's kind of a generally known fact that you've got to adjust it at those intervals. You might even go for 25 or 30 minutes with some of them.
But you don't.
If you get a really cheap instrument,
you don't buy that as a reasonable explanation to reset the gyro.
Well, no, because if it has a governor, the governor keeps the RPM going, and that will not affect the inertia of the gyroscope. It's what maintains its direction in space.
Right.
So as long as that inertia weight continues at the same.
I just want to try to get their argument out. They would argue there is some sort of minuscule friction in regards to that bearing that can literally offset the reading by up to 4 degrees, I think is what you said previously.
Yeah, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 degrees, maybe even 5 after that time, and that's a good description. Minuscule is a good description because that means hardly measurable, and that's kind of follows suit that it wouldn't really be significant in the heading change either, but yet it is.
Okay. Now, a couple of questions here. I obviously we've gone through some of this before, but have you ever gone in a particular flight heading and not reset that gyroscope, for instance, like you were told to do?
I can't recall I've done that. Generally, it's a safety measure. You're supposed to do it, and I do it for safety because much of my work is when I fly. I know where I'm going anyway. You become familiar with the area, but still, you want to keep your instruments adjusted to where they reflect an accurate reading of your true heading. That's just a process of being a pilot. You got to do that.
But your point was this adjusting of the gyroscope wouldn't make a lot of sense in respect to a spinning ball.
Yeah, if you're on a sphere and you were flying from point A to point B, say, as far as my thinking goes, you wouldn't have to adjust your gyro at all because it would be flying in a straight line over a spherical surface according to your magnetic compass. But it does make sense on a flat Earth that I would have to adjust that instrument to fit my compass heading because if, like I stated before, if we're actually on a disk, a flat surface, and if we're flying, say, west to east, we'd be flying around that magnetic disturbance that, makes that magnetic compass react. Since we're flying around, just picture your old record player and picture the spindle that you put your record on. That's the North Pole. And we're going around the surface, the curved surface of the record. You're flying in a curved path around the record. But your gyro instrument doesn't want to do that. It wants to fly in a straight line across the record in a straight line.
All right.
So you've got to keep making that. You're actually making that gyro instrument. You're creating an error in the instrument. It's right. It doesn't need to be corrected. You're just making it to fit the compass.
Right.
You're making it go off course.
That's interesting. So the other point I wanted to bring out was talked about previously. The 8 inches per mile of curvature is not something you're ever told to account for as a pilot. And certainly not in respect to the tools and instruments and mechanical instruments that you have. There is nothing available to a pilot to make this information known. In other words, once you get up to a particular altitude, it could be 10,000 or 30,000 feet, you're going to stay there until you pitch the nose down.
Yeah, that's true. And the thing is, pilots in general aren't physicists or engineers, so you learn that kind of a thing in college in that specific subject area. But basically, in all truth, pilots really, they don't need to know nothing. They just grab the wheel and they fly the aircraft. And it generally, I've spoken to a lot of aviators or pilots, as you call them, and they're not interested in talking about that stuff. It's just, you just keep the little airplane wings on the horizon, and that keeps you level. That's all pilots know, really. And they don't want to know anymore. They don't need to. They get a paycheck, and they fly straight and level, and that's all they need to know. And in the aerodynamics books, they explain things like Bernoulli's principle and high and low pressure and laminar flow and all these aerodynamic stuff. And that's what you learn.
What was one of the things that hit you?
Does the horizon not need to be adjusted? It's just not brought up as a subject.
What was one of the main things that hit you as a pilot that brought you? Obviously, we didn't say this, but you're a Christian. You believe the Bible. I think you mentioned it before. I think the bearing drag. But was there anything else in you can expand on the bearing drag if you like, that just caused you to really question this idea that we were on a ball, in a spinning ball?
Okay, well, other than the bearing drag, the secondary thing I would bring up, as I said before, was you have what's called an attitude indicator. That's a different instrument, but that keeps you flying straight and level. It keeps you from climbing or descending. It keeps you out to the earth. So that instrument needs to be adjusted very infrequently. So I can't ever recall having to adjust it except on the ground. You generally set that instrument on the ground and it's good. You don't need to keep adjusting that little airplane to keep it level with the horizon. Well, even in a small aircraft, if you fly several hundred miles at 8 inches per mile squared times each mile, it's going to be like way off. And you should be in a constant climb and end up, 20,000 feet above where you started, but that never happens. Right. So that was another anomaly.
So, for instance, I have my article up where I was talking to my pilot friend. A lot of the comments are, well, you just don't understand how flights work. What would you say to people that would come out and just say that we're loony? We just need to have a sixth grade education in regards to physics on what we're talking about.
Well, what I would respond to people, I've had these issues with people where, if you have a good friend, you can talk about this. If it's someone you hardly know or someone you're working with that you really don't trust all that much, well, if you don't keep your mouth shut, you're liable to get into some difficulty. So my response to someone, let me preface that by saying, I'm sure you've noticed that most people that you talk with, anywhere, they have a knee-jerk or an automatic reaction of, whoa, wait a second, see you later, forget that, I don't believe in that, that's nonsense. They haven't even bothered to consider it. or research it at all, but yet their initial reaction is very hostile. It's a radical, very hostile reaction. So that's the nature of people, at least today. So I would explain and it doesn't bother me. I've grown to just become immune to that, because what I know to be true, that's it. No one's going to change that. If they're interested in what I have to say, good. If they're not, that's good too. But I'm different. If someone said to me, Lee, the moon is made of green cheese, I wouldn't laugh or say, well, that's stupid. I'd say, that's an interesting theory you got there. Let me check that out for myself. That's the way I believe people should approach that, but they don't. So in response to someone, as the question you asked a minute ago, I would say, look, this is what I found out from my investigation, and from a biblical standpoint, the Bible is my science book, and I need to take that literally, which I do, and that's telling me plainly, without even have to think about it, that this place is basically, we're living on a flat surface, a circular disc, if you will. And then I work out from there. I don't start out somewhere in science and try to make the Bible fit science. I make science fit the Bible, because that's the truth.
And of course, we're not arguing at this point that the Bible tells us about the genome and ways to do open heart surgery and things of that sort. What we're talking about is the basic concept of where mankind comes from, what we're living on, and I don't believe that any part of science has explained that in a scientific way, in the sense that it's observable, testable. We've been given a lot of photos. We've been given a lot of videos. I'm obviously with you. I can't even understand how people believe we went to the moon in 1969 and up until 1972, and we haven't been back. For decades, when we had the technology in 1969. And by the way, the technology included the idea of a delay of 2 to 3 seconds in regards to a person that was hundreds of thousands of miles away. I mean, my goodness, with all the satellites and everything we have now. So I'm with you on that.
Here's the main issue.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Here's the main issue I see, though, and it's clear to me. If you focus on the Bible as the truth, and you have a good understanding of it, and I believe it's describing a flat or a relatively flat plane that we're living on, a circular Earth. Okay, if you start there, a layer of molten glass, and God sits on it looking down at us, which it says in the Bible. I read it.
Red molten. We need to know with the red molten firmament.
Then you can't go through the firmament. You can't go out. You can't go anywhere. So none of that other stuff is even possible. It's not even worth considering. But people try to draw you away from that understanding and grounding in the Bible. They try to get you into these little separate. Does that even matter? Because if you can't get there, then what does it matter? If you can't put rockets or satellites up there in the first place, how are you going to go to the moon? So if you're well grounded in this flat Earth biblical understanding of it, all of this other stuff you can see at its face, it's non-existent, it's not real. Because how would that happen if we're in an enclosed environment?
Right. If you were to, let me make sure I get this right. Were you a pilot for 40 years?
Yeah, 1976, out of high school, and it's 2018, so that'd be 42 years.
Let me ask you this: how high have you ever been?
Well, I've been in the commercial jets there. I think the highest I've been was like 42,000 feet.
Oh wow!
And that's looking out of the window. Everybody's done that, but almost everyone. You look out, what do you see? Well, I see a flat horizon.
I guess the last thing is, and I think we brought this up, but let me just ask this: have you had any conversations with other Christians regarding the issue, and what have you said?
Well, I really haven't. I don't recall instantly any Christians that I've talked to this about. I've talked to some nice people about that, a few of them, but not very many, because you can't really trust a whole lot of people, especially in a professional setting. So generally, you don't talk about stuff like that. You just don't want to do that. It's not advisable. I've done a few things like that before, and it's not turned out very well at all.
Well,
because people
if you don't mind, describe one of the conversations you had when you brought it up.
Well, I brought up a lot of the things that we've talked about, and usually I don't get much more than a minute or two into it, because I get this instant, like I said before, it was kind of a hostile, kind of a denial, knee-jerk. Boy, that's crazy.
It's almost like bringing up 9/11 in starting to point out. And here's the thing, I think we're probably on the same page. And if you don't mind, if I can call you by Lee, right?
Yeah, correct.
So I got to tell you, there is so much resistance, and I really believe that this is a compounded deception that we're dealing with here, and that's why it's met with so vitriol and hatred. We're not just talking about a spiritual deception, which is upon the heart, but we're also talking about I think a intellectual commitment that is bounded itself to a deceived system, where people have to unplug from. And look, I think ultimately that's through the power of the gospel and God's grace. But what is most disturbing to me is, Lee, so many Christians today that I truly believe with all my heart are saved and set free and are justified because they believe in the person and work of Christ by faith. But they are the most deceived right now in regards to a lot of these things.
Well, I think they are, and the thing is, you have to maintain that faith and do the best you can every day. You can't just, at least I personally don't believe, if God saves you and you know that you're saved, you can't just go, okay, I can relax now. I don't have to really try anymore because I'm locked in. Well, I don't believe that. Otherwise, what would be the motivation to want to become better and closer to God and be more like He wants you to? It's a constant battle to do that as a man or a woman. So here's what I was thinking about before you called back. There's a saying that says the devil is in the details, and it doesn't say one detail, it says details. So it's a spider web of a lot of things that are causing this school of thought in so-called humanity. It's not just one thing. It's a myriad of deceptions. It's not just one. It's a whole lot of them.
No, and Lee, it's been going on for a long time now.
Well, yeah, but here's a theory of mine. I can't prove this, but I believe it in my heart. I believe that God's allowed me to know this. All these people that you want to give an example of, government people, you can go, how about Hollywood, I mean, the singers, all these famous people.
You're breaking up on me, Lee. Hold on. Come back.
Is better?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. But I was saying all of these people on the earth that you see as people with massive success and talent, I believe that the most impressive people that you can think of, which is probably hundreds, are all exquisitely possessed by the devil.
Huh.
So the demons themselves.
I thought this was about a pilot.
It's like,
well, this is a pilot confessing that the Earth. He's kind of, but he's straight onto the Bible. There's no
what do you call it? The movie The Exorcist. Well, that's absolutely true. It's not a theory. It's biblical. People become possessed. But they think that's a good thing. They think, well, geez, I can.
You broke up for me again, Lee.
Yeah. How about now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Well, real quick, all these successful people that we've all heard of, they're more than willing to let demonic influences into them because that makes them feel better about themselves and they welcome it.
Hey, Shalo, what's up? Blue Men Group Nutsack Dance-Off winner.
This is why all the things that are going on now, they're literally
Jat's Shlo, he's still traumatised by the Blue Man from the Olympics. I thought the weed would have got rid of that by now, Shlo. The Blue Man from the Olympics, it was traumatising, not just for Shlo, but for everybody, Shlo. That was laying down on that plate of food surrounded by Decepticons, let's say. That was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It is still really bizarre. Really bizarre. What on earth were they thinking, Shlo? And it's now 2026. When was them Olympics? How many years ago, Shlo? And he's still traumatised today by it. So, Shlo, my advice, build up a big bifter, smoke it right now. It might make you forget.
inhabited by these demonic entities, and this gives them the plan. That's where they get this information to do this.
Traumatized forever.
Because of that, I've seen that over time. I know that every church is corrupted.
Oh, damn. That was crazy. I still can't believe they did that, honestly. Bloody, some zesty blue weird dude sitting on a platter of fruit on a table, lying down, surrounded by Decepticons. That was insane. I mean, yeah, I definitely would have got some like mental health help after that show. Straight to the mental health doctor. Doctor, I've been traumatized. I've got PTSD. Why? Did you have a bad accident? Was you harmed? No. I watched the Olympics.
It's been infiltrated by either the Masons, the Jesuits. It's all a group effort to destroy what's left of Christianity. The point of bringing that up myself is that you can't be afraid to admit that your own belief system or your own organizations haven't been affected. You have to admit that at a certain point. And
how many years ago, guys? How many years ago was that Olympics? That weird Olympics. It was a few years back now, right?
We don't have the ability to do
25?
critical analysis anymore.
23 was it?
We were basically
22. I can't really remember
what to believe, whether it be in church or regarding politics. The
thing is, here's the main problem with the way people think today, and I know this for a fact. It's if we're created by God, we're created with free will, correct? He created us with the ability to choose. Because if we can't decide on our own to accept him or to deny him, well, then we don't have free will. We're not able to freely do that. So he has to give us choice. The point is, he made us with free will. That means we have the ability to choose anything. We're free.
I'm sorry.
He gave us the ability to choose and to have freedom. He gave us that. So man can't take that away. And he can't write new rules.
I thought it was more like a confession thing, but it's not. It's just like blathering on. Right, let's see what this one level with. I think this is the one with is it Flat Earth? Yeah, it is. It is the one. This is the one with Flat Earth. This guy cracks me up. Oh, jeez. Let's have a look.
You can't measure it, you can't repeat it or observe it. At this point, it becomes a religion. What are you holding on to? Or do you care what other people think? Are you just worried what your friends and family are going to say? Is it
So this is Flat Earth Millionaire.
your satellites? Is it your aliens? There are no satellites in the vacuum of space. Satellites are satelloons.
Why is he standing right where he is? He's basically just saying, look how rich I am. Look at the size of my houses. And look how many cars I've got. And look how much land I own. That's what he's really saying.
You're aliens. Let's say you're an outer space alien fanatic. What
Look at my millions.
if I told you can have your aliens too? That they come from outer space, not upper space, but outer space. They are extraterrestrials.
Oh, Tanner. Tanner, are you still a millionaire? Are you?
Terrestrial meaning terrain, meaning land. So what is it? What's
Tanner, why don't you fund Roger Ledwell? If you're a flat earth millionaire, right, you've got all these cars and properties and huge amounts of land, you got your money just falling out your pocket. It's just, why don't you just fund Roger's 40k to go to Antarctica? Someone get on to Tanner, the flat earth millionaire, and ask him if he'd do that for Roger Ledwell. That'd be nice of him, wouldn't it?
stopping you? You've never seen curvature with your own eyes. You never felt the earth spinning. You've never been able to observe and measure these claims. So at this point, it becomes a religion. Do you want to become free? What if there's thousands upon thousands of other continents? What if there is an actual...
I remember Tanner going live a couple of times. I went into his chat a couple of times, actually.
This place was designed for a purpose. This isn't an accident. Would your life change?
He did go live a couple.
We're all supposed to live in abundance. We're all supposed to be here for a purpose and learn and love and live. Being on a ball from an accident of a Big Bang, evolved from monkeys, that's no way to live. That's no way to perceive life.
This is the way to live, guys. Become a millionaire. Own 5 cars and a massive ranch. Loads of land. That's what it's about.
You have no purpose. What's stopping you? Look out here. There's no curvature. 120,000 feet, 30,000 feet, it's nowhere to be seen. Where's the curve? It's time to pay attention. It's time to wake up. It's time to become free.
Nine, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
On January 28, 1986, CNN watched the Challenger launch live on the air with its viewers. They and the other media outlets told you that the astronauts died in the explosion. But as always, there is an agenda behind every mainstream headline.
Velocity 2257.
This morning, it looked as though they were not going to be able to get off.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Looks like a couple of the solid rocket boosters blew away from the side of the shuttle in an explosion.
Flight controllers here looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction. We have a report from the flight dynamics officer that the vehicle has exploded.
Today is a day for mourning and remembering. Nancy and I are pained to the core by the tragedy of the Shuttle Challenger. We know we share this pain with all of the people of our country. This is truly a national loss.
The 7 NASA astronauts supposedly killed in the 1986 Challenger disaster
like Trump, right?
did not die in the explosion and are quietly living out their lives in the US, with many of them hiding in plain sight, using their same names and working at high levels in the same fields they worked in before the disaster, according to explosive evidence uncovered by investigators.
We've located 6 out of 7 of them. In the world of deception, it's really easy to say this person is that person, and there's a lot of that going on, muddying the waters. but 6 out of 7 have identical names. They work for universities, most of them.
There were no people in the Challenger. That was a hoax. That's been proven conclusively by researchers and reporters, investigators, who have found that those supposed people that were in the Challenger are still alive today.
We remember Dick Scobie, the commander who spoke the last words we heard from the Space Shuttle Challenger. We remember Michael Smith. We remember Judith Resnick. We remember Krista McAuliffe. We remember Ellison Onizuka. We remember Ronald McNair.
No, these are all twins. Remember, guys, these are their twins. Every one of them had a twin brother or sister that looked identical.
People still think the Challenger exploded with these astronauts. It was a horrible thing. Never happened. Yes, the rocket exploded. There was no one on board.
So imagine you're at the launch of the Challenger. This is a historic moment and it blows up in midair. Whether you are personally related to somebody on there or don't know anybody, you're gonna be a mess. This is an emotional, incredible scene. And CNN was reporting and they told the cameraman, let's get a live shot of Krista's parents. And when they zoomed in on them, they were giggling, they were laughing, they were smiling. I don't know how you can put a smile on someone's face, even if you told them the funniest joke in the world at that very moment. Just look at their face. Is that the face of somebody?
Pure joy, glee and joy. He's happy right now. He's just watched his son or daughter blow up on the shuttle, and look at him. He's beaming from cheek to cheek. Oh, come on now.
Whose daughter just blew.
Oh, his daughter. It was his daughter. Look, and she's grinning and smiling.
Ever? Or is that somebody playing a role, not knowing that they're on camera and thinking about the money that they may have gotten? You can hide somebody that's allegedly dead right in plain sight. All you have to do is move them a little farther away.
The dude actually had a smile like a Cheshire cat. He actually had, it was beaming. That's crazy.
In on them, they were giggling, they were laughing, they were smiling. I don't know how you can put a smile on someone's face, even if you told them the funniest joke in the world at that very moment.
He smiled. Oh, come on, man. You're not going to be smiling at all, are you, in that situation in real life? Grinning like a Cheshire cat. That's crazy.
Just look at their face. Is that the face of somebody whose daughter just blew up in the most horrific, violent accident ever? Or is that somebody playing a role, not knowing that they're on camera and thinking about the money that they may have gotten? You can hide somebody that's allegedly dead right in plain sight. All you have to do is move them a little farther away, give them a different job, claim that they're somebody else. You don't even need to change their name.
So statistically speaking, the odds that almost everyone on the Challenger have exact lookalikes with exact names still existing is kind of laughable, honestly. Exact doppelgangers existing in the world with the same names, and when confronted, they get very nervous and their stories begin to conflict and they have the same mannerisms. You know, it doesn't take a lot to put it together, honestly.
Let's start with former NASA astronaut Michael J. Smith, with the same name as this retired professor
this was
from
Scobie.
the
Was it the
University
Scobie?
of Wisconsin.
Oh, this is Jay. Yeah, this is the dude.
Are you Michael Smith? Yeah. Professor at university?
Retired.
Retired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just stopped by because there's a room. Are you aware of that? There's a rumor on the internet.
It's not me.
That people are saying.
Yeah, it's not me, obviously. I mean, anybody that looks at my background, looks where I was born.
You look identical to this dude.
I mean, it's interesting that the.
They look identical. How can people just barefaced lie like this? He's got the same. He's the same height. He's the same build. Looks identical.
Michael J. Smith, that was the astronaut, looks something like me when we were younger.
Look identical. There's no debating the fact.
But really not, if you really look at facial recognition.
You never been a pilot, never been in the military?
Nothing like that.
Huh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I don't respond to the emails I get. I get probably an email, maybe 2 a month.
Really?
Yeah, and I got one guy that's been...
He signed that official secret thing, didn't he? He definitely signed it, didn't he?
Really hounding me, and I turned it over to the FBI.
Okay. Yeah, you just sure look alike.
Turn it over to the FBI, yeah.
But that's what we looked like, what, 40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael J. Smith, identical looks, dimples the same, teeth the same. There's really no denying it. And before he could finish the question, Michael denied it. No, that's not me. That's not me, you know, and laughed it off. What's he going to say? Oh, you got me? Not going to happen.
The driveway footage of Michael J. Smith, that's real. I mean, that can't be a deep fake, you know, so at some point you got to stop trusting liars.
We don't hide our space program. We don't keep secrets and cover things up. We do it all up front and in public.
Shut your weak ass up,
Next is
Reagan.
former NASA astronaut Judith Resnick with an exact doppelganger working at Yale University. 37 years have passed and she hasn't even changed her name. Side by side, there's no denying it. When she's approached, she has a very odd way of not responding.
Hey, Judy. How you doing? I'm from the press. I just had a quick question, if you don't mind.
What press? I'm
from a radio station in San Bernardino. I know there's a conspiracy about the space shuttle. No, I want to be polite. Friendly. Just a question. So there's a lot of rumors about you being on that space shuttle. Obviously, you know, if you want to comment, we would really appreciate it.
Captured.
Kind of odd that Judith is in full panic mode when realizing the press is in her presence.
She was being truthful. She'd just stand there and tell the truth, wouldn't she?
She's no stranger to being in the spotlight.
So she's walking away
She
because
even
she
made
can't.
her way into Hollywood
Right.
for a quick cameo.
Judith Resnick cameo.
If the choice is to allow Americans to be taken as hostages or to be executed, I'll bring my own fucking rope. Saddam backed down, and Ambassador Wilson helped thousands get safely home. When he himself came home to the United States, he was warmly greeted by our president, who took him to the Oval Office and introduced him to the War Cabinet as an American hero.
Commander Dick Scobie had a company called Cows and Trees, and when you went to his website, there was an animation of a cow taking off like a rocket with a smoke stream coming out of its backside, doing a twisty curl in the air that looked remarkably just like what we saw with the Challenger. And after we started making videos on that and it started going viral, that website disappeared, never to be seen again.
And nobody could have predicted back in 1986 that in 30 some odd years from then that there would be something called the internet that would bring all this information to the tip of your fingers, and you'd be able to search through pictures, Facebooks, websites, profiles. Now these people are scared. They're hiding their profiles, they're deleting their websites, they're making their Facebook.
Yeah, but what else is that symbol though? What else is that symbol? I've just realised.
Information
show that
to
symbol
the tip
again.
of your
Come
fingers, and you'd be able to search through pictures, Facebooks.
What is this symbol? It's like planet ping pong, but just a circle instead of it being a triangle. Oh, Scobie. Scobie.
Websites, profiles. Now these people are scared. They're hiding their profiles, they're deleting their websites, they're making their Facebooks private.
Onizuka and McNair are always together. They're hanging out at NASA and always talking about themselves.
Ellison Onizuka, if you look at clips of him back in 1986 when this happened, he actually spoke like, every other word was,
Let me say that it's really a pleasure to be back.
If you look at clips of his brother, Claude, now speaking, it's the same exact thing. Every other word is,
But Allison's dream is continued to be carried on.
I think we got some.
We're very fortunate that
I think we're ready to go fly. Thanks for being out here today.
His brother just so happens to be the spokesperson for the Challenger tragedy. Why aren't there any pictures of his brother back when this happened? Why didn't his brother speak at the funeral? Use your head.
Former Governor Ariyoshi, who has a story about a picture that survived the Challenger disaster.
Ellison Onizuka came to see me one day, and he wanted a family photo. And he wanted to take it up on a Challenger, and he's going to bring it back, inscribe it, and autograph it. But that Challenger accident happened, and I felt very sorry to lose Ellison. But I didn't even think about the photo. I thought everything else must have been destroyed completely.
And the photo survived. The photograph survived the massive, intense heat and explosion, and then falling to earth at incredible speeds whilst on fire, and it survived. No, when nothing else survived, but the photo did. It's a bit like the passports, isn't it? At 9/11, right, when they found the passports. It's the same thing.
A month later, Lorna Onizuka called me and told me that they found in the water, NASA found the personal preference kit of Ellison Onizuka. And she said there were two things in there. One was a monk's prayer, and the other was his family portrait. So I told her, oh, then it must be in terrible condition because the astronauts, the big bang up and the ocean in the water for 2 months. She told me, no, it's in perfect condition. I said, I'm going to bring the picture over to you and present it to you. And then in the meantime, NASA got the picture and they put this together for us.
Ronald McNair conveniently has a twin brother named Carl McNair who looks exactly like him and is at a lot of the events now, but was nowhere to be found when the explosion happened.
Krista McAuliffe was a fairly new teacher, just 3 years at that school. To get her story planted, all of these people, the parents, the astronauts, everyone involved that you saw, are crisis actors.
Essie was at the Cape in the stands to see Tuesday's launch, a sight that she says still haunts her.
Why didn't I leave too? But I thought, no, I want to stay and see it.
And as she read Mike's invitation for the launch, Miss Hesse said that she doesn't know if she'll be emotionally ready for a service like that in his hometown.
Since I won't be able to see you all in person, let me say thanks for coming and have a great time. And I hope you see a good show.
George Bush Sr. hand-selected.
I know the FE billionaire complaining about FE millionaires is the next FE.
There is a professor at Syracuse University with Sharon McCullough.
I still can't believe that I'm going to actually be going into that shuttle. It just really doesn't seem possible.
Krista McAuliffe was asked if she had any fears about her space shuttle flight.
People really feel that space travel is safe now. It's not that earlier feeling that, oh, it's going to blow up or something's going to happen. Right at this point, I feel that I'll be okay if I go up.
Well, where's Jarvis? How come you haven't located him? And the answer is, he could have died of natural causes, a heart attack, a car accident, 3, 4, 5 years later, and it would never be reported.
The reason they did it was a psychological operation to justify not doing manned space flights anymore and to pull on your heartstrings with an emotional cover. So if you dare question it, then you're immoral. And then when you look into it, you find out, of course, that you have all these people still existing in the world. So basically a government version of witness protection for NASA.
Our nation held a vigil by our television sets. In one cruel moment, our exhilaration turned to horror. We waited and watched.
They were waiting and watching.
When they saw the explosion, there was confusion. Was something wrong? The principal and teachers weren't certain either. Then it got very quiet as the horror of it began to register.
Besides the trauma-based mind control and putting children through that trauma, and also it reinforces their model. It reinforces their religion. Look, this terrible thing happened. We're trying to go to space. We're trying to explore for science. But look, all those people died.
But at 1 o'clock, school was closed. It had to close.
I felt as if my whole body blew up inside when I saw that. And I can just never be as shocked as I am now.
Seeing it with my own eyes, it really just scared me.
Some astronauts blow up in a rocket. What does that do subconsciously to the average
It's all just
person?
trauma-based mind
They don't
control.
wanna go up into
It's all
space.
just
They don't wanna blow up
trauma-based.
in a rocket.
9/11
Only
was the
that
same.
soon. professionals. We'll leave that to NASA or government.
But once they had seen the evidence on the visual screen that there would be
Everyone was watching this. Everyone was watching this.
that they were dealing with death.
The government had incentivized the different public schools to play the Challenger in their classrooms. So they rolled their TV sets out, they had all the children sit down and get ready to watch it, and 20% of the American public
I was 14.
watched the Challenger event
I
happen
remember.
live.
I
And
remember
within
it
1
clearly.
hour, 80% of Americans had seen the Challenger tragedy happen. So just like with 9/11, they have everyone see this traumatic event, and then we're all in unison that we're traumatized.
And when it blew up, it was a form of trauma-based mind control that some people will never grow out of. And then the emotions kick in and you're unable to think logically about what's going on.
Of course this was planned. They made every school show this event live. They wanted these kids to grow up defending this tragedy.
Think about how many field trips come here, unfortunately. And they go in and watch that Heroes and Legends thing, and they come out thinking that this is the greatest possible hero that they could ever be. And that's just, they're actors. And we're building them up higher than your father, police, military, all these people that are actual heroes. Right. These are actors working for a government agency. So.
Next.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gonna get one of these signed if that's all right.
Please.
My name is Justin.
Justin?
Yes.
IN?
Yes, with an IN.
Where are you from, Justin?
Orlando.
Oh, so you're not far from home.
Not too far. No, I'm okay on a picture, but thank you. I do have a question though. Sometimes when we're watching the ISS footage, you'll see the astronauts sometimes connected to like wires and harnesses. Is that to keep them like in the frame during the broadcast, or what's the reason for that?
No, I haven't actually. You mean while they're inside the shuttle?
Yeah, like when they're inside the ISS, sometimes during the feeds, the broadcast, you'll see kind of pulling on their belts or something like that.
I bet that is.
Like that?
I bet that is. I have not personally seen that.
Oh, really?
But I know that they try to be still when they're doing talking to someone, and then they usually try to release and do like a flip at the end
Yeah,
or something like
because
that.
I've seen the flip before, and it almost looked like a foot was caught like inside something, but there was nothing really there. It was really strange. I didn't know if there was something to kind of like hold them in place or something.
We never had anything like that, but they may have learned over time that it was hard to stay still, and they may have come up with something.
Did you ever think the public would find out that all the spacewalks were filmed underwater? Did you have any comment on that?
Well, we train underwater.
Oh, okay, but only training?
Only training.
Okay.
Most of the public have no idea that the ISS is located in an underwater neutral buoyancy lab in Houston, Texas. The space station footage that they trick us with is not traveling at 17,500 miles per hour above your head. It's all being filmed here on Earth. An exact ISS replica underwater. Coincidence? It's a pretty simple process. Film your footage underwater, remove the water layer, add in your CGI Earth layer, and cast your spell.
Bubbles in space.
The International Space Station, that's a complete fraud. It's a complete hoax. I don't believe that all these astronauts are living up there and doing all this. Every single time that they do some type of live demonstration, you can see some type of faulty wiring, some type of glitch. They're literally being held up by strings.
Green screens, wires, CGI, augmented reality, all sorts of issues. Think about this. They always have the women with long flowing hair. That would never be allowed.
They literally spray hairspray in their hair to make it look like their hair is floating in zero gravity.
The International Space Station, brought to you by the same guys who faked 6 moon missions. Yeah, I believe that. I don't know exactly how they're videotaping themselves. They could be on one of those zero-G planes and, doing it all in there. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but I don't believe it at all. It looks like a bunch of green screen fuckery. I don't believe that at all.
The space station is a serious place.
We're
Hey, Ron,
doing
welcome in. Billing,
serious
welcome in.
research,
Great to
scientific
see you guys.
research, and engineering research.
On solid fuel wires, turn the key and light the fire.
Running around in gorilla suits, going 17,500 miles an hour.
Hey, Dawn, welcome in.
Micrometeorites, other satellites up there. They could die at any second, but they're running around playing with water. They're always playing with water, claiming to grow lettuce.
And I love this video because it looks like
Claiming.
animation, like something
They're not
that
actually,
somebody made,
they
but
claim
it's
they grow
actually
lettuce.
real footage from the space shuttle, just sped up just a little bit.
And this is a little video. It's about 4 minutes long here. So there's the space station. I love that this is not animation. This is film taken by a shuttle of the space station.
Obviously a model.
And so this is real. It's not
You can see it's a model.
Now, this looks like animation, and I'm very proud to know that it's actually real film. It's not a video game. People are living there.
I know this looks like animation, but it's actually really real.
I love this video because it looks like animation. It doesn't look real, but it is real.
People can watch all these
Listen to that
fuck-ups
bullshit.
by NASA and all these other space agencies, and all that goes out the window.
Literally the same thing that Elon Musk said.
Because they see a little light in the sky, and it's the ISS. Oh yeah, that's the ISS. That's all the proof they need, and everything else goes out the window.
The view will still be A-OK out there, and all you need to look for is a bright light in the sky that will be moving, and that'll be the space station.
I've seen the light go from horizon to horizon. There's many problems with that light. First, it's as bright as the sun. It's really bright. How is the ISS reflecting that light as bright as the sun back to me the whole way across? Is it made of mirrors? Is that mirror following me? Right? How would somebody 10 miles away see the same reflection, because it can't reflect in all directions? It's going 17,500 miles an hour. For 12 minutes I could see it. So what is it? I was in communication with a NASA whistleblower, and he says that they have 5 B-2 bombers that they've remodified with some parts of them are transparent material with a thin metal struts that you really can't see. The bottom was overlaid with LEDs to match the color of the sun, and they use them in their base. 2 of them are in Alaska, and I forget where the other ones are, and they take turns doing these flybys.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Today I'd like to bring to your attention a potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in York County. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Are they in space or are they underwater? Now, what's really interesting is that they train for spacewalks in an underwater pool with a complete ISS replica. Now, surely they aren't filming these spacewalks in an underwater pool and then editing them to appear if they're in space, because that sure would be something, wouldn't it? I'm calling on the Brevard County Commissioners to open a full investigation into NASA's fraudulent practices and use of taxpayer dollars. It costs NASA $3 billion per year to operate the ISS, and if they don't have a darn good explanation as to why they're faking these videos, I and the public would like a darn good explanation as to where our tax money is going. It is our duty to expose and eliminate this fraudulent and astronomically wasteful ISS program. And look, I know what you're all thinking. The NASA is part of the federal government and you're just county commissioners. Even if what I'm saying is true, what can you do? But let me remind you, not only is this happening in your county, as public officials, you have the platform and the ability to make a statement or hold a press conference, alerting the public, state, and federal authorities to investigate further.
Fair play to this dude,
You have the power to start the conversation. I look forward to the day that $3 billion annual budget is put towards our veterans, our homeless, maybe some of that mental health stuff the young lady just spoke about, and the revitalization.
Send a few mil to Schlo. Schlo needs some of that help. he's still traumatized.
County. Flat Earthers pay attention. We're paying attention to NASA. We're paying attention to SpaceX. Most people aren't, but yet they'll defend it. They'll defend it. They have no idea the Earth's supposed radius. They don't know, they have no idea how far the sun is supposed to be according to NASA, 93 million. They don't know. They're like, how far is the sun? Like, I don't know, a couple million miles, I don't know. They have no idea, but they're defending it to the death. You know, once you start paying attention and have an open mind, pay attention.
Oh, not this. I'll remember this. It's a Scotch egg. It's like a testicle. I mean, what is this? They want us to believe that this is a huge body. It looks like something just rolled up in your hand. Look at the state of this. Oh, come on. Don't tell me they're saying this is legit NASA footage, please. Obvious it's CGI. Stop motion. Look at this guy's like, he's moving like a robot. He's literally moving like Peter Crouch. You know when Peter Crouch used to score a goal? You should do the robot. Look at this dude, man. Look at his arms and stuff. Literally doing the robot. Dink. Head movement. Dink. Peter Crouch. They sent Peter Crouch to outer space. Biggest bunch of nonsense I think I've ever seen. More CGI. Back screen projection. Underwater. Back screen projection. Front screen projection. Underwater. CGI. Again, model, this is the camera, on-screen projection, CGI, this is, you can just see it, you can see each method and each way they've tried to
But we do want to make sure
deceive
that the Americans,
people, right? Just
American
look at
people
the footage.
understand that there's
See
no
exactly what
need
it
to
is.
panic. The president took this action, as I mentioned earlier, because the objects were indeed flying at lower elevation, and they were in civilian airspace, and we wanted to make sure that we protected that airspace. But again, we want to also make sure that the Americans are not do not panic during this time.
Wait, what? It's on a balloon? Why is there a satellite on a balloon? It's always been that way. Flat earthers have been talking about this for a long time.
One thing that isn't really discussed in the mainstream is that NASA, of course we know, spends more money on helium than anyone else in the world, and actually just upped their most recent contract to hundreds of millions of dollars for helium.
Oh, I'm not sure Tommy is off.
Launched balloons bigger than 1 to 2 football fields.
Chat's still
and
going up.
significantly more efficient for transmission of data, for weather compilation of data. They basically have a fleet of balloons above you that are facilitating majority of the information that we utilize.
So why do you think NASA is the world's largest consumer of helium? Why would they send up balloons, these satellites, on balloons if they're in magical floating space, in the magical floating vacuum of space? They're showing us, they're telling you right now, they're telling us in plain sight, hey look, satellites are on balloons, they're not in magical space. Right here at this research center. Okay, this loud truck, yeah. I know they're gonna make the noise. Okay.
Tanner, stop worrying about the trucks going past.
Howdy. I was just doing some filming. What? Oh, just anything we can see. We're just doing a documentary on the balloon launches and all the cool stuff. Yeah, we're independent journalists. Oh, well, I mean, we're in public. There's no expectation of privacy. Well, we tried to call them. They said they weren't doing any tours. Yeah, they said we weren't doing any tours. Hey, of course, you got to do your due diligence and make sure there ain't nobody out here potting shit.
Yeah, well,
I get it.
Like Johnson Space Center, they have armed guards. Yeah, they will shoot you.
Yeah, they definitely operate.
Do not run up in the air.
Yeah,
like you're gonna
be nice.
No, we're just infatuated with the saddle balloons,
Yeah.
We didn't even know they existed. It's cool that they're all going up on balloons. We didn't even know. We were taught, they're just orbiting by themselves.
Or they're shot up with rockets.
Yeah, they're shot up with rockets. That's all
It makes
is.
more
They're
sense
like,
on a balloon, so we're like, okay, well, this makes sense now.
Unless they got some top secret stuff I don't know about.
You don't know about any of these satellites without the balloons?
The idea that you would need some type of box that free falls in orbit around a ball is really just a fiction of imagination. That we don't need that at all. We don't utilize that.
Satellites have been on balloons since the 50s, and they've always been on balloons. They just lied about putting them in space. There's no evidence at all of satellites in space.
They would have to have a propulsion system. Even if you believe that the Earth is a ball, you must also believe that satellites cannot propel themselves without a source to thrust, okay? We know that they don't have engines on them. What's making them go around? They don't make sense. Then you find out NASA owns 98% of the helium. Then you find out all these satellites that crash have balloons attached to them. Then you can deduce they actually float these satellites over balloons. It's that simple. If all these satellites are moving 17,500 miles an hour, some are moving this way, some are moving that way, it's common sense. There's 50,000 of them. They're supposed to hit each other eventually, but none of them hit each other. Come on, guys, wake up. There's no satellites. There's no proof of them. The only proof we have are things floating on balloons.
Arthur C. Clarke.
Okay, guys, we're going to have to leave it there. Get this up. We watch the rest of that Saturday.
The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free. What the human race is...
Huge shout out to everyone that come in today. Much appreciated, guys. Big shout out to Ron, Ches, Graham, Dawn, Tommy, Logical, London Girl, On a Plane, Infinity Brian.
We are in a country and in a world.
Honor, yeah, I just said alright. Ches, who else? Logical, Marlene.
The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on.
Shalo, Jim, Tommy.
It's like we all know what's going down.
Who else coming? Chills.
To the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now. No one's talking about how they made us fight and be slaves.
Santero, Cherokee.
Walking around, head in the clouds, I wanna wake up.
Dirt coming.
But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise up. Welcome to the
Jax, Laura, all the ladies that come in, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Billing, big shout out to Billing.
That's the reason I collect so many guns in my lab. I ain't never caught slipping, never underprepared.
Brian Infinity, huge shout out to Brian Infinity. Appreciate him coming in, dude.
George Bush, the grandson of Alice the
Crowd. The times are crazy.
Believe a lot of the enemy Saudi. The enemy ain't
I'm not gonna.
in the water, but nobody know that. It's
I'm actually done with the Roger thing now. I'm not going to talk about it no more. Decided. You know, it would be nice though, Roger, to show the evidence of me trolling your chat. That would be nice. But other than that, I'm done with that topic now. Time to move on.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us fight and be slaves. And everybody's.
Hey, Charlie Rose, appreciate it. Suits, I appreciate it, dude.
But then it's too late, we need to be ready to raise
I'm covered in gloss.
Had knowledge of electrical power, and you know
Suits is painting in this heat, man. Painting gloss in hot weather is the worst. Suits in it. You got the fumes coming up. You got, you know, you don't want to get it on your hands because it's gloss. It's glossing is a night, and Suits is covered in it. Suits, have you been smoking bifters, Suits, already? I think Suits has been on the bifters. Get to a point where you're on biff and you're painting, you just don't care. You know, you can feel the splashes going on your face. Let's just get this done. It's a nightmare.
information that they suppress and devour. Who you think the motherfuckers that crashed in the tower? Who you think that made it turn into ash in an hour? The same
London girl, nah, I'm not stressing. London girl, I've got no reason to stress. I'm not the one that was lying, so you know, it's not. I've got no. It's yeah. I just think, you know, my intention wasn't fight the flat tits to get involved and all these other people. It was just like, Roger, let's just get. It's just between me and Roger, but got kind of out of hand, so I'm just gonna drop it.
Yeah, the ones that poison all the food you consume. The ones that never told you about the Mount Vesuvius tombs.
Big shout out to Jono.
The swine flu is a lie. Why would that even come as a surprise? Yeah, the beast has war, your wolf made you die. It caused cancer and it cost a lot of people their lives. Do y'all know about Bohemian?
Big shout out to Mad Mac. Appreciate you coming in, guys.
Lucifer is God in the public school system. I suggest you open up your ears and you listen.
It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit what happened to the home of the brave. These motherfuckers, they controlling us now, and no one's talking about how they made us modern day slaves. And everybody's just walking.
Hey, big shout out to Santero. Appreciate it, Santero. Appreciate you coming in, man.
We need to be ready to raise.
Yeah, Tommy, Charlie, all you guys. Awesome stuff.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real. If you can persuade them that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you got them. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.
25 years I've been on the force. I've seen every kind of sick, depraved act known to humanity, and still, when I see a black man walk by who has more money than me, I want to vomit my gizzards right into the gutter. But why? Maybe there is no reason. Maybe there's just a big blue ball out there that's mostly covered with water and we're just going along for the ride.
Hey, Sherry. Welcome. Unfortunately, I'm just closing up. It's 5 a.m. where billing is. Big shout out of. Oh no, he's yeah. Sure, push that, Billy.
But anyway, we got your new K-Dot record. I know you in traffic. Where you at, baby?
I think that's at like 9 or 10 a.m. GMT. What Billings just put in there? That's 9 or 10 GMT time. In the UK. That's the guys. I'm Real Media. They're a great little chat over there. Good people in there as well. Good people in there.
Bottles of empty Heineken, telling stories about the ones that came before me. Chinamen squinting inside because I'm blooded. And my shine is bigger than the strike.
Do you know what? I was thinking about that the other day. Should I start Tuesdays again? I'm not sure I'd have the time, because when I'm not on here, I'm pretty busy. So. Not sure. I was thinking about it though. I was actually thinking about it.
Lose, put me on a pedestal. Bet I pedal victories until I pedal off my shields. Welcome to the Lions Room. Challenge anybody home. Wanna try they luck, they get fucked up and all you heard was ooh. Say hello to the little big homie. And your reality ain't realer than this, homie.
Just our common sense everyday perception of the Earth. It is flat, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, I did used to be on. Don, you're right. I did used to be on a lot more. But I got really ill, didn't I? And so I chopped it down to like two days a week. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about doing that extra day. We'll see how it goes.
Less, as far as we.
That's it. Yeah. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Got stuff to do this afternoon. Big shout out to everyone that come in today. I will see you Saturday morning, same time, GMT. About time banner. Chills. About time. Oi, Chills, I had some of that that honey the other night, man. Damn. Because I'm using it very sparingly, Chills, because, you know, I want it to last. So I had a little spoonful the other night and damn, it knocked me for 6, mate. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I nearly had another sausage gate. I was that high. I was that. All right, guys, I will see you Saturday, same time. Till then, take care. Have a good one.